Zoo. Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure the live stream is set on up. Of course, this is the new patch, new expansion, and all that sorts, so I basically have to relearn the game again. Because I did a brief glance over of everything, but honestly, I can't tell you all the exact quirks of all the factions. It's one of those things that probably everybody's still learning. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Now here's the first question. Is it Zhaozi or Zuzi? I honestly have no idea. Looks like all of my live streams are going good. Let me double check my other computer. And so let's go get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here. I have another H-Bars 4 replay. Spawn left side as the yellow Zhaozi or Zuzi Legacy. We have Louis MT, and spawn on the right side is the blue Jeanne d'Arc French variant. We have Vortex. I am still learning all of the new civilizations, so bear with me as I probably butcher everything. The unique variation of Zhaozi compared to regular French is they can get a couple differences. One is they get Zunchus and Grenadiers help needing to advance the next dynasty. The American as well, they still have to do the unlock for the Fire Lancers, and everything else I cannot remember off the top of my head. In the French, they do have less, or the Jeanne d'Arc variant has less capabilities, but they are able to pull out Jeanne d'Arc. Return the Saint. See, doesn't say to start out with one, and it says pay 100 coin or gold for Jeanne d'Arc. That is a large number of sheep that yellow found. So did blue. So on the map, there's a handful of fishies. However, it's not a whole lot. On this map, you got all the deer in the center as well. Boar both spawned up north. Wood deposit a bit more natural than a big blotch. And both sides have want to expand up to the left and down to the left, or up to the right, down to the left. This is a natural expansion location for all the wood deposits. There are trade posts on this map as well, but a little bit not exactly in the corner. So we can either go for the short run or try to go for the long run. The long run also does not have it behind all these trees for defensive capabilities. So now the School of Cavalry going on up. Jeanne d'Arc Peasant right here. Let's see, what's different Jeanne d'Arc Peasant? Oh, that is Jeanne. In this age, she's a peasant, because she was a peasant girl. Gain experience completing such tasks, such as gathering resources, construct buildings, capture secret sites. Oh, she can capture secret sites, and also gain small trickle of experience over time. Regenerate health while combat at her current level. At level 3, takes 15 less range damage, and 4 increases 66%. Jeanne d'Arc is now advanced way forward. Talented builder. Jeanne can construct buildings 33% faster. And looks like they're going to use Jeanne d'Arc there to kill off the wolves there to probably get a little experience. And now she's trying to build a archery range. Not sure when she mounts up and becomes cavalry. Maybe some sort of research. Oh, she's now a swordsman. She's now slicing up a boar. And looks like she can 1v1 a boar. Jeez. She has 3-2 armor. A little uncommon there. You can no longer construct stuff, but now she's hacking up a boar, which now the villagers can click it up relatively safely. Regenerate health. Wait, she gets a lot. Is she a mage? What the hell? John constructs consecrates a production building, reducing the food cost of units by 25%. That's not bad. And Holy Wrath, unleash the power area effect attack, striking all enemies from 1.2 tiles for 20 damage. It looks like she can get up to max 4 charges, so she could potentially nuke formations. She gets all the charges up. My apologies, I'm still learning a lot of stuff. Oh, and we've got the meditation gardens, unique to zoo. Generates resources depending on the type of resource nearby. I wonder if that affects if the stuff gets consumed. The Chinese player has got a bit of stone, has the Xinjiang Tower as well. Attacks off drop-off units, receives a free unit at the tower whenever a barracks, archer range, or a stable is complete, receives a free villager when the town center is complete. Way to get a little bit extra resources just for construction stuff you usually get, not bad. Right now that's providing 30 food, about 30 of each of the resources. And doesn't appear it drains the resources like, say, the Swedes in Age of Empires 3. I wonder if it's like the Rus High Trade House where it maintains that resource income, even if everything gets nearby chopped down or collected. Probably the best way to view that is routinely check the wood, because right now it's at 12. Assuming all the trees go down, it will probably should be 0 then. But it's spending a massive amount of resources, 100 resources per minute at this stage of point in time. It's really good. There's a good number of villagers there that could get hit. Royal Knights are still effective as ever. You can still build villages in granaries and pagodas like usual. Getting some good damage on that Royal Knight. That Royal Knight needs to fall back. I do love the Chinese music in this game. It reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. He's trying to shank the Royal Knight, receiving quite a bit of damage there. And it barely skips out of there. Both these Royal Knights should just head back home and wait for Chivalry, because that is a large amount of damage onto them. We got a sizable force here, including Jeanne d'Arc. He has 3 charges. In theory, if all 4 charges are available, that is up to 80 damage. Not up to one-shot models of using all 4 of them. Let's see, is there a cooldown? See, cooldown 8 seconds with a charge time of 60 seconds. And there's Divine Blessing. Divine Blessings, John and nearby allies are blessed, healing them instantly for 30% of their missing health. We use that. Oh, he did that for those Royal Knights. Now, keep him in the fight. It doesn't have to rely on Chivalry as much. And right now, Jeanne d'Arc is more or less a Landsknecht variant. So she's unable to mount up at the moment. Royal Knights now charging the way forward. We've got a handful of Zinchnoos here. Zinchnoos are still not very effective versus Royal Knights. And he's going to break his way forward. There's a large amount of defensive here. So there's a large amount of defensive arrows. Does get the fortified outpost as well, and his hand cannoneer slit is relatively cost effective. And when it comes to a stone base upgrade, I say it's a little bit more cost effective than the spring golden placement, especially versus armored targets. We do now have textiles, range damage. Let's just push way forward. The Chinese player doesn't have a lot of resources. The French player does have quite a resource stockpiled on up. He will receive a bit of damage there. Does get inside the town center. This town center only has 7 garrison space. I wonder something unique for this faction, because that is at. Oh, yes, that's the second town center. Wait, so do primary town centers no longer have full 10 space? Is that a balance change? Either way, and looks like this resource income is static. It doesn't matter if anything gets nearby consumed. So this is something you should go on early on, so you can maximize the income. Not bad. I'm curious, can we see the experience process here? He has 2 out of 4 Imperial officials. Could probably get some more. And here we go. Jean d'Arc, 300 out of 5 in experience. In which she can either get champions, gains 2 armsmen. Champions became available to train at keeps. And Jean's riders became able to train at keeps. Not sure if they are a horseman variant or a knight variant. Maybe a horseman variant. This looks like a man-at-arms variant. In this landmark here, not unlike the Imperial Palace, cannot train Imperial officials. But it's still not half bad. Getting everything complete a building, you get a little bit of a rebate in the form of a unit. I wonder what type of unit it will give out. It says receive a free free unit at a tower whenever a barracks archery and a stable is complete. I don't know what type of unit that would be though. If they want to make it a bit more flexible, they could do some sort of charge system at this place, and then every time you build a unit you get a charge, and then you can spend that charge on something else. Just a potential idea, but of course we do not have the guild hall going on up. The guild hall looks like it's still going to be, that looks a little bit larger. Yeah, it doesn't look like a normal guild hall. Does the Jean d'Arc variant get a different model for that? School Cavalry appears to be the same, but that guild hall looks different. I keep on thinking that's a pagoda. Oh, it is a pagoda. Quite a bit of coin now being collected on up. Trying to torch down that wall. Guild hall is not complete. I know that looks the same. It just looks like in a different angle. That's actually sort of one way. If they make it different, they could just simply rotate the angle, and it will probably confuse everybody, like myself. Great heal there. Right now she does 12 damage per attack. And, oh, she's armored with a mace. And it does plus 10 versus huntable animal. Interesting. That's how we probably killed off the boars so quickly. Archer range not going up. Got a good number of introduced here. He's now going for Mount Lu Academy. Not familiar with that landmark. Let's see. Bro, nice pushing way forward. Got some hand cannoneers. So let's introduce firing a good volley there. But of course, these veteran row knights will do a significant amount of damage here. Jean d'Arc's getting some experience here. Doing a good job of stutter stepping away, getting the knights all funneled in there. Looks like they just use a healing ability. And there's towers everywhere. Well, the reason why there's towers everywhere is since he's getting stone, past the stone generation from that landmark, he's able to invest heavily into the fortifications. Because the stone slit, hand cannoneer slit's like 25 stone, something pretty cheap. Jean d'Arc's now mounted. Let's see, he went for the horse variant. Jean d'Arc also has 6 pierce armor, so that is quite a bit of armor there. Jean's champions, okay, she went for the man-at-arms variant, not the horseman variant. Jean's champions looks like provides 175 health, decent damage, plus damage for spearmen, so the anti-spearman variant. Not Knight. Jean d'Arc does go down there. And this landmark here, the Louis Academy. See some unique research. Imperial officials collect tax twice as often and also collect 20% taxes as food, so it makes their tax incomes a little bit better. Also can make units, make Imperial officials faster. Supervising improves the production speed from 150% to 300%. Officials can now supervise keeps and outposts, which is damage taken, and increase Imperial officials count by +2. And grants an Imperial official completion, so not bad. The extra Imperial officials allow them to actually more easily able to collect all the taxes, such as in these granaries that tend to go uncollected. And make it so they also provide a little bit of food, makes it just a little bit more better. 20%? They probably increase to 25%, so 80 gold will turn to 100 gold. A little bit more divisible, I guess. Veteran Knights pushing way forward. Jean d'Arc has been deployed on the field. Redeployed. A number of idle villagers here that could go down. These villagers may want to hit the into a nearby garrison button. Does utilize another ability there. Consecrate, may have been used. That was may have been Holy Wrath right there. Doing massive AoE damage on these units. Some of these Chinese villagers aren't going down. Right now, he has a Song Dynasty. Does that still make villagers produce faster? No, it does not. So it does something different for this Chinese faction. And looks like Jean d'Arc will go down. Got quite a bit of food being seized on the land. Yellow's doing a great job of turtling in. And it's also collecting some relics as well. If he gets some pagodas out, he will get even more passive stone income. Jean d'Arc has 7 ranged armor, which makes her withstand most damage. Downside is now garrison as well. Good damage there. Monk getting bitten by a local dog. Yep, still the same. Looks like it's getting affected by economic upgrades. Or maybe it does. He's only got them 1 food economic upgrade. Jean d'Arc does go down. Who does have an army of 21 versus an army of 14. And see, let's take a look at that barracks. I'm a bit curious about Jean's champions, or did he just get a handful of free champions when Jean got upgraded? That may be the case, because I don't actually see a barracks on the field. Oh, that seems relatively normal. Oh, this seems relatively normal. He is going for some trebuchets, which is also relatively more normal. Crossbows not being put on the field. Scout takes up quite a bit of arrows there. It's a mix of crossbows and Zunchus, mostly crossbows, however. More Imperial officials now be available. Jean d'Arc now has returned. Trebuchet advancing. There's an army of crossbows with a handful of Zunchus in support. The archers will be affected first with the crossbows. Outpost being repaired up by a single villager. These research are relatively cheap as well. No taxes to be collected up, barring the side of this granary. That granary as well. Here's some Jean's champions. A chance to close with Jean d'Arc. Get more damage or armor. 2 arms. Okay, that's what was that where those champions came from. It is a active build to get 3 of them. Yellow's still turtling pretty good. This fortified outpost is taking quite a bit of beating though. These trebuchets need to be cleaned up. Crossbows and Zunchus push right forward. Jean d'Arc is classified as heavy, so crossbows will do bonus damage to her. John Arc does go down. I don't know why, her models seem awfully big right there. Knights for 24, trying to gauge these crossbows. Blue's trying to push forward with a good number of archers as well. He's been having no real counter to the archers. And now without the astronomical clock towers, he's actually having trouble maintaining good siege production. That tells you just having a free siege workshop with additional health is so powerful. The astronomical clock tower is usually a core component in Chinese build orders to provide you siege weapons, and now he doesn't have that capability. One tower does go down. Additional pure officials not being employed on out, as well as the villagers. And looks like the villager counts have been quite similar. Switch for a good number of archers there. Single. What's it called? Spring Gold now on the field. Royal Knights taking quite a bit of damage. Does split his fire there to kill them both off. More of these Knights starting going down. Jean d'Arc should be pretty close to leveling up. Nowhere near, actually. When she levels up again, let's worry about it a little bit later. Ballista's push way forward. Let's get one of the Spring Golds there. 2 Spring Golds remain for yellow. But still, all these archers here. He may want to garrison inside the town center to provide a good fire support against these archers. Trying to prep the town center now. He does have 2 town centers close by. Jean d'Arc has been redeployed out on the field. Town center's trying to fight away. Yellow's just getting overran. Blue's trying to eye for some secret sites as well, and Blue's trying to back on off. Let's take a look and see what the next level up is. Let's see. Kel's rally call now called 7 of her chosen on the battlefield. Grants a Strength of Heavens ability, which currently powers a single unit. I wonder if that could be some siege unit. That would be pretty good, like a trebuchet. And now we'll call 3 of our chosen companions and a powerful cannon, so you get free cannon. What the hell? Spring Gold falling on back. Jean d'Arc push way forward. This Royal Knight will slowly be picked off by the various towers. And all 6 sites have been captured up by Blue. Trebuchet still just trying to push his way forward. Counselor still has plenty of health, but there's only a hand cannoneer slots in order for defense against all these archers, which will do some work. There's a couple of Zinchus in the back line, very good. He's getting a good number on the field to engage these archers. I've got a pair of Nest of Bees being employed on the field. Got some good damage there. Clock Tower Nest of Bees starting to get overran. Sounds like the sound effect for them has changed. And they do go down. Jean d'Arc goes down as well. Is the price for extremely decreasing or increasing? Oh, looks like I can't take a look. Is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, that did not go well in casting because I don't know these new civilizations yet. Oh boy. Let's see if we can't find another replay, which probably have 2 new civilizations as well. Uh, 58 seconds. Here we go. Order the Dragon, which is a, what's it called? Older Empire variant. And I can't remember what exactly is unique about them. Wasn't like really stupidly heavy units. Or 2 population. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top left side as Blue Order of the Dragon, we have Vortex spawn on the bottom right side as the red ultimate. We have Zyro Dreamerus. Yes, nailed it. Haven't seen Order of the Dragons just yet. Super heavy units, remember their motif. Don't have access to Prelate. I do also know as well, Order of the Dragons was also mentioned in the Vlad Dracula campaign in Age of Empires 2. We can get some free paladins in one of the missions. You know, Dracula, the guy who has a lot of iconography with dragons and not bats. Somehow. More on that later. Ottomans, I don't think there's any drastic changes with them. They still are a very powerful civilization. And have one of the best economic benefits with the... what's it called? With the military schools. Since there's no prelate immediately... are their landmarks still the same? Jean d'Arc seemed like it had the same landmarks, but will they still have access to the Aachen Chapel? Or is there... When Minaret Midori being plotted in the field? And he does have Aachen Chapel, but he doesn't have a prelate. Oh, inspires all dragon villagers in a large radius, increase the gathering rate by 10%. Actual resource. So it's just a much more balanced Aachen Chapel. Yeah, you heard me. I think the plus 40% that Holy Empire gets is overpowered. And this is in a position there, it may have trouble getting some of the gold miners, but if you just make sure they're placed over here, it will do fine. Stone miners should affect all of them. So this is a very good spot there. 10% is not a significant amount, but it will be generally nice. When Minaret Midori is now blow down the field as well, which will give him 4 berry bushes for 4 villagers to collect up at a constant rate, providing an excellent amount of stable food income. I don't see military units or structures for both sides. Both sides collecting up quite a bit of stone. There's the first military school coming on out for the Ottoman player. I have a feeling that he may be eyeing for second town center as well. Second town center now being deployed on out. And he immediately selects the Sipahi. There may be not enough space here to pull out farms. He could have potentially tried to pushing over a tile over here. That would probably help cover gold as well better. And this is in the radius of Aachen Chapel. Going for a mill over here as well. And we've got a line of palisade walls. This map has quite a bit of cliff faces here. Red has a single archer pushing his way forward. You see military structures for blue. It doesn't appear to be. Villagers being pursued by a scout. Stable now being deployed on out. And here are the unique units, or we've got Gilded Horsemen, 2 population cost twice the Horsemen. It may just literally be a ×2 Horseman. We've also got the Gilded Knight, which looks like, holy shit, 480 resources. That is definitely ×2 Horsemen. War Horses, Gilded Knights take minus 25% damage while charging. Not bad, that can make it a bit more resilient to crossbow fires on advance. Gilded Horseman out on the field. I think regular Horseman is what, 125 health? So it's not necessarily ×2 Horsemen. But of course, when it's heavy like this, it's easy to pull back, gain some great damage there. Bonus damage is only 50% more. Look at that. Thing about this, well, get them in good numbers, they can really punch through a formation quite easily. Scout is not ×2 Scout, but now the Gilded Horseman needs to fall back. Sipahi in pursuit, trying to use the Scout to stop the formation here. It was successful, down to 1 health, so even the Scout can get a kill. He should not have rotated the Scout off. Scouts do Actually moves slower than the Gilded Horseman. Is a Gilded Horseman faster than regular horseman? Yeah, it is faster than Sipahi. So that is very important. He can pull back quite quickly. He does not have access to a monster in the H3, unlike other Holy Roman Empire. So he's going to have to perhaps maybe hide that guy away into a town center to get healed up. At that resource value, it's probably a good idea to get it healed up for a prelate. Just throw inside a town center to keep it safe. We now have 2 military schools in the field. However, this one does not have influence of nearby blacksmith. He's going to just keep this around back. Scout goes down. Gilded Horsemen engaging the archers. Archers will go down quite quickly, though one of the Gilded Horsemen is taking quite a bit of damage. Is trying to run away with it now. Kills off another pair of archers there. And does get another kill there before it falls back. Got another Gilded Horseman in the field. Now it's eyeing for some hardened Gilded Spearmen, which appears to be a ×2 Spearman. And early Gilded... Oh, it's not Guild. Gilead? Yeah, slow down, actually read words. Guild. No, it is Guild. Guild? Is it Guild or Guild? Guild is G-I-U. Right? This is where a part where my pronunciations of everything is just horrendously bad. And it looks like he doesn't get the same man-at-arms upgrades like Holy Roman Empire players. Spearman gets more. Torches deal area effect damage? I have no idea how that's supposed to work. We got Rigni's Cathedral not being pulled on the field. It still appears to be the same. Medhim Pure Armory is still normal as ever. Very good. How's the torch damage on these heavy horsemen? Heavy. 21, which is... Base is 13, right? In comparison. Yep. Those are stronger. Is AoE torches... What's the AoE effect on that? Is it meant to torch farms primarily? Emergency repair has been activated. We got a Gilded Spearman now being pulled on the field. Which does have 1 melee armor as well as... Holy crap, plus 40 damage against cavalry. Oh boy, that is really, really good bonus damage. That's definitely a counter unit. Which I think the regular bonus damage for Spearman, if we take a look here, of a hardened Spearman is plus 20, so it is ×2, but still, that's just a big number. We're gonna see the hardened or veteran Spearman upgrade now. We do have army of 19 versus 13, but remember as well, this is all times... Actually, no. Okay, if you look here, it is smart in counting this as total military population rather than military units. I like that change. It's also pretty good for siege weapons as well, assuming they did the same change there. And it's still Prelate. I wonder if it has access to Inspire ability. No, it does not have access to Inspire. At that point in time, they probably could just rename it to Priest or Monk, since it's not like a prelate with the other usual prelate capabilities. We have, looks like 4 military schools now going on out. Probably move around, still regular traditional force. He gets out some crossbows as well, assuming it's going to be fighting some spearmen. Nice thing about Rigni's Cathedral is you don't have to take time building out a monastery to get out monks or prelates to get healed up on these very valuable horsemen. We got a good number of idle villagers there that has to be rectified relatively soon. He does have some berries and deer up here. Both deer deposits pretty close to each other. Prelate gets stabbed to death. Got some archers here. Their attack speed is just really high for an archer and with a bit more health. They don't actually have a lot of bonus damage. They do have +1 damage like a longbow and slightly more range, but the biggest thing is their increased attack speed, 50% increased attack speed. The number of forces here looks like red is a pop cap, which needs to be fixed. Does have additional town center, and now he does of course have some mangonels. Rolls a miss there, and the crossbows right now are not a good item. He's not fighting against any heavy units. All the classification of these units are still normal. Oh, he does have some Janissaries now in the field, which are a good item there. Thought I saw a Janissary. Yes, there's one Janissary on the field. Good damage there on the archer. Outpost going on up. We do have a local doggo does go down. And these walls are almost complete. He needs to go some right here. Looks like he's designed to torch down. Huh. Not little cross beams. You know, I actually don't really see that as often because those are the actual segmented walls. I don't know why. I just now noticed that. But either way, horseman will torch the wall. The villager will get stabbed to death. Oh, that almost like I got one shot in. Don't see any special abilities on these elite horsemen. Yeah, a great place for a gate when there's not enough walls there. These horsemen are trying to engage these villagers. There's only limited capacity in this town center. Crossbows engaging. Janissaries still be very useful in this moment in time. And also this prelate will get stabbed to death once again by the Sipahi. Lewis picked up captured 3 relics and picked up a 4th one, so that's the last relic on the field. Barring this one. More stables here. Let's back out and see what the Vizier his opponent could apply on the field. And I'm also half wondering, did anything change when it comes to the Vizier in this new patch? Appears to be all the same. Yep, that still appears to be all the same. Usually when expansions come out, there's a lot of dress change even to some of the base factions. Oh, and these... Oh. Those Sipahi got annihilated. Not only you get a small elite force is very powerful, their surface area in order to do a lot of damage is very small as well. So you can shove a lot of damage to one single point. Elsbach Palace not being employed in the field, which is age 4. The Elsbach Palace. Is there anything unique about it? Okay, that's the cathedral. Got to go over here. Access keep with plus more health. All damage takes less damage, which seems to be normal. Yep, everything seems normal about that landmark. Nothing too different. These forces are getting annihilated by these archers. Horsemen find another opportunity on these villagers. Do not have a man-at-arms here. He will have trouble versus all these horsemen. Horsemen are just annihilating Red's villagers. He's not paying enough attention. He is trying to go for the kill. He does have access to the mercenary repairs, which these battering rams will probably make him force it out. Probably when he hits the Rignace Cathedral. Man-at-arms trying to engage these horsemen. They're doing decent work. Janissaries now engaging these horsemen. These Janissaries can be very critical on them. They are very good cavalry killers. Mercenary repairs have been utilized in this outpost. It does have a rook on the inside as well. You may want to get that Mangonel to hit these archers. Sure, the Mangonels do bonus damage to structures, but he's a bit more needed against these elite infantry or archer units. That one does go down. He does not have the elite upgrade at the moment. So they have +3 damage. I'm not sure if they're getting +3. Oh, it must be a prelate inspired. Yep. Oh, and that's armor. Are the effects of the some of the damage upgrades gets doubled? +5. Why is he getting +5? Doesn't have incendiary arrows. I'm missing something. Villager does go down there. Outpost does get garrison as well. And these horsemen will take a large amount of beating from these arrows. Janissaries, however, can give them a bigger beating. Yeah, looks like the Inspire effect gives them +50% damage, but the base damage is still 3. Okay, that's what it is. It was the Inspired effect that has 3 damage there. I'm just going crazy. Well, +15% means they get 2 damage rather than 1, which is quite significant. Yeah, sorry I'm a little bit out of it today. Yesterday I was spending the day helping my parents wood split, and so I'm really sore. It even hurts for me to even move my arms. Well, it does get the relic inside the Reganese Cathedral. Use emergency repairs, get the cathedral repaired on up. Trebuchet now sieging down his opponent. We do have a dog engaging the villager. 60 versus 60 military units. He's just going straight for archers. He's not eyeing for anything else at the moment. Spring Golds, Spring Golds. Red Spring Gold does go down. These are not gilded Spring Golds, they're just regular Spring Golds. These archers do hit pretty hard, so they will do damage even versus Sepahian Lancers and Man-at-Arms. And they do, of course, have increased tax range and speed, so they should be effective versus Janissaries as well. Just barring the lack of numbers issue. Trebuchet's getting some good damage on the Reganese Cathedral. He will soon have access to emergency repairs. He may just want to hit it, just get repaired on up. Spy pushing way forward. They will have hit everything here. Prelate's getting hit significantly. Spearman on the front line. Lance not pulling on field. Very good number of Spring Golds. Spring Gold is, of course, good at shooting everything. They're just not exactly effective at everything. We've got a bombard in place from here now. Reganese Cathedral now getting repaired by emergency repairs. Second Trebuchet now pulling on field. Red's trying to advance his way forward once again. Red is not eye to age up as well. His opponent has access to the elite version of these units. Doesn't have incendiary arrows, have a large number of resources, so we'll probably get incendiary arrows. Spy is starting to go down now. Let's take a look at the Vizier. I wish he has access to another Vizier, his last Vizier point. Nothing here seems like really important for him to grab, in my opinion. So, he does only have 1 meter. Blue's starting to get overwhelmed. He's just going for more and more archers. He could go for mana. No, that's crossbows there. He needs more wood if he wants to go more archers. He's playing food and gold. He's going for on the Man-at-Arms research now, and eyeing for some Landsknechts. His opponent is lacking archers, so Landsknechts could potentially be good. It's hard to say for me. Could try a line formation of these units as well, rather than I suppose he wants staggered. Incendiary arrows, he's going for all the research now. No Tithe Barm yet, which is maybe an oversight in my opinion. And now he's going for defensive keep. He may want to get, as soon as he can, a relic inside of it. 3 trebuchets now hitting the Reganese Cathedral. Good damage on that keep. He has to retarget his fire. He's also keeping these spring bolts away from his trebuchets. Does not have access to mercenary repairs. Could try going for reinforced defenses, but he probably will lose a keep before that point. Taking more abuse. We do now have greased axles now being pulled on out. Incendiaries will give him a plus 20% damage increase. So this will give all of his archers plus 2 damage. And depending how a core calculates a plus 3, it could be a plus 3 damage, but I don't know. If it does give him plus 3 damage, that would be very significant. Keep not being repaired by mercenary repairs. Red is not a pop cap. He's trying to pull out a little bit more of everything, including another trebuchet. He will soon have 5, currently 3 bombarding the region. Red pushes way forward now. Does Incendiaries, it does get him plus 3 damage, so it just hits a sweet spot to get additional damage there. Landsknecht's now engaging as well. Landsknecht's getting boom good damage and getting ripped apart as well. These archers has 16 damage, so they can punch through the higher armor of horsemen and lancers pretty soundly. And the keep has been set ablaze. Mercenary Repair is still on cooldown. Repair's way forward does lose some of these units to the Spring Golds. The Spring Golds pick out another one. Keep getting repaired on up, so it has been saved for now. At this point in time, I was going to say he needs Mangonels, but he also needs Spring Golds and Mangonels. Great Bombards wouldn't hurt as well. They're, of course, very good, and call them great. 1 Trebuchet now remaining on the front line. Red backs out of the game. Unable to deal with his opponent's now age advantage and the higher quality army if already have a high quality army. This is Anacrate saying thank you for watching and on to next replay. Definitely interesting. Large number of units may cost twice as much, but they don't exactly provide twice as much capabilities. However, the ability to not die makes it so their current stats provide them even more effect. Did that one. That was Cliffside, Hidden Valley. I don't like Ranch. None of these replays are long enough for my liking. Yep. Oh, I wouldn't replay in this patch, but that's boring old fast civilizations. But on to another player then. And hidden, so on to another player then. No replays, on to another player then. Gotta be careful not to select the same one I casted earlier, because I did cast one from the other side. And here we go. Order of the Dragons and the Japanese. And Japanese tame those dragons? Let's find out. Huh, it's a white flag rather than black flag. I'm just used to the Age of Empires 3 Japanese flag. I'm pretty sure the Age of Empires 2 flag is also black as well. Or symbol, not flag. You get the idea. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on top left side is the blue Order of the Dragons. We have Louis MT. On the bottom right side is the pink Japanese. We have Yo. And I have no idea how the Japanese play out exactly, so I'm probably going to take a better look at them. Let's see, farmhouse. Increase the number of packs population. Villagers can drop off food in this building. Connect food technology. So they combine the mill and the house. It's alright. That's not a half bad idea. And forge. Villagers can drop off stone and gold at this building. House technology improve mining and military use. So it's the acts of a hybrid blacksmith and mining camp. It does make it so blacksmiths is cheaper and also inherently available earlier on. That is actually quite significant. Additionally, you have hundreds of them in order to get a lot of the research capability. Farm seems the same. Barracks, stock, outpost, positive walls. Looks like all this is the same. Of course, we got unique units on all of them. Castle. They can't build a keep in Age 3, but they can build a castle in Age 4. Heavy garrison. Defensive position is equipped with powerful rockets, which can deal high damage to a single target, so don't do AoE. These are armor-piercing rockets, I guess. Can be upgraded with weaponry as additional tax wall garrison. I thought the landmarks, the wonders only cost 4,000 each resource, or no, used to cost 6,000 each resource, so they gave the price increase. Religious choice selects between Shinto and Buddhism through your choice of Age 3 landmark. Don't have to wait and see what that's about. You got, of course, fishing boats out on the field. A good amount of fishies. Oh, unique technologies here. Fire station is pretty much normal. And over here, here we go. Their unique technology improves the fire and range armor. Improves fire armor and ranged armor of ships by %. 2%. That is a weird number. Maybe that's meant to be +2. Yeah, it has to be +2, not by +2%. That's what I'm guessing. So there may be a typo there. Because 2% makes absolutely no sense in something that's in like ones and 0. I mean, fire armor is inherently 0 for a large number of these ships. The docks are set ablaze? Building sabotage. Oh yeah, the Japanese have access to a sabotage mechanic, don't they? So it's currently set ablaze. It's by the shinobi. Sabotage. Target deals 200 damage, disables its production, and sets it on fire for 30 seconds. And you got it's basically like the Age of Empires 3 explorers. And so they have blink, sabotage, and spy. Got shinobi running around everywhere. We do got the Koa town ship here, which just gives access to deployment of the shinobi. They do 20 damage, which is quite significant. No armor. Their attack speed is pretty fast as well. So they're basically like a Landsknecht. They can punch through EWH man arms pretty quickly. That may be one reason why he went for them. Additionally, the sabotage abilities help denying the food collection of these ability of these not food collection, but archer ship deployment of these docks provides shore bombardment. They do blink towards that. Is that some sort of autocast there? That almost looked like an autocast. Didn't hit the scout once. 20 damage and 1.25 attack speed seems pretty absurd. That's better than Musafati Warriors at the cost of a little bit more than Musafati Warriors, that's for sure. Gets good archer hits there. Luckily, the fielded archers are very good at what they do as well. Good attack speed, good health. Those are starting to get hit as well. He has one Falcon Chapel, which gives him 10% or collection resource radius. Magenta has, or Pink has deployed out a dock here as well. Blue's trying to redeploy his dock. Single archers are getting some great damage there. Do have an archer ship that provides short bombardment. Archer ships are still effective versus everything on the ground. Shinobi still torching away. The torch damage on the Shinobi are 10, so standard. Archer ship now pulled in the field. Junk. Now we do have the floating gate being deployed on the field. The floating gate unlocks the Shinto priest and palace Yoshiro buildings at this for special enhancements. Yoshiro respawn at this landmark every 4 minutes. I need to take a look at that unit a little bit better once he gets deployed on the field. Because right now he's only been deploying out Shinobi. You got some stables now being deployed on the field. Does give you access to horsemen, mounted samurai, and the scout, as well as the Umara bannerman. Do I even really want to know how powerful Dragon Hand Cannoneers are? They would probably put dents even to battering rams, wouldn't they? Loading gate. Creating new Yoshiro, so it's not immediately. Also a crate here. Yoshiro. Use a religious unit to pick up the Yoshiro. Place Yoshiro in any building, provides special bonuses. Okay. So got Shinto priest. Forge now going on up. Multiple forges. We have unique melee research. Increases the melee damage of all non-siege units by 1. Which doesn't seem too significant, but it costs a stone rather than food. And oh, it can also go up to 4 levels rather than 3, so they can get additional melee attack. Daimyo Manor. Daimyo Manor. Trying to read it. Increases the production cap of Bannerman. Looks like he just canceled it. Mounted Samurai pushes way forward. Does have the deflective armor. Can charge, block 1 melee or range attack. Recharges while in combat for 8 seconds. These mounted samurais right now just are armed with Naginata. Charge attack, katana melee attack. The cost is a little bit more expensive than a knight or lancer at 250 rather than 240. Got a Shinto priest, Shinobi, Scarlet going, gets stabbed to death. So I'm just sort of reading everything here. There's a lot to take in. Spearman, Samurai, available in Age 1. Makes your Samurai more effective versus infantry. So similar to Man-at-Arms, which is a little bit more heavy, and looks like a Landsknecht variant as well. Mounted samurai trying to engage these villagers. The town center is fully garrisoned, so the samurais won't get some great damage. They do have, looks like, traditional armor. He's trying to get the conversion ritual there. He does make get himself a mounted samurai, and does get himself a free mounted samurai. He's gonna start falling back there. Picks off that 1 mounted samurai before he falls back. And the shinobi's not been picked off by the mounted samurai. Switch over here. Aim back here some of the stuff. See, 1 Bannerman, Katana, Uma Bannerman, Yumi Bannerman, Katana Bannerman. We can only have 1 Bannerman at the moment. And he has no shinobi on the field either.
向い申し候。役目、喜んで受け申し候。ただいま、役を申し付けくだされ。
Bannerman is classified as a cavalry unit, or heavy cav. Increases cavalry damage by 15%. That is going to be very significant. Does have some gilded crossbows in the field. Goes for another ritual there to keep his opponent at bay. The bonus damage is heavy. These crossbows doing quite a bit of damage. Counselor is firing away. He's starting to slow a little down by the Counselor fire as well. They want to go for the Bannerman. The Bannerman is just as expensive as a Mountain Samurai. More of these villagers are starting to go down as well. He's done a good job killing all of his opponent's villagers. 9 versus 1. It's just making good villager production as well. Or is the villagers faster producing? No, they're not. Crossbow will go down, or nope, he will save the crossbow. The scout will go down in return. He does have some of these Naginata or Oni Bushuga, that's how you pronounce that. Light melee with a fast attack speed, long range weapon. Naginata, 1 attack speed, or no, 0.9 attack speed, 1 tower range. So they're just a cheap frontline melee unit. Not good against the Naginata was just they're good against cavalry, but they're not. And they can pull out batter rams like other infantry units. More melee attack. And which looks like this up here is incorrect. It doesn't show the proper 4, and it's probably referencing the wrong technology. And now we've got the Palace of Swabia coming on out. Palace of Swabia still the same for the Order of the Dragons as it is for the Holy Roman Empire. These guys are classified as light melee infantry, so they will receive bonus damage from archers and still take a beating from Mangonels. Multiple batter rams are being employed on the field. Their attack damage not look great, so the heavier armor of man-at-arms will still be useful. Now he does have a good source of village production. And he only has, and Pink has claimed 3 out of the 5 relics in the field, while Bill's only claimed up 2. So the Reganese Cathedral makes it so he basically has 4 relics versus 3 relics. Fortified outpost being employed on the field, and maybe good idea to cancel that upgrade because it's going to go down. He could try mercenary repairs. Nope, he's not influenced. Naginata's push way forward with a shinobi. Oh, he does have a hand cannoneer. I want to look the hand cannoneer and see how big the cannon is. Blue's right now not building any military units at the moment. I'm not sure what he's planning. He has a bit of resource to work with. Counselor's now garrisoned on up by a handful of villagers. Patterns cleaving their way forward. This can be affected by emergency repairs. I send more villagers up here. The Bannerman does go down. The banner has been dropped. Katana banner increased the melee infantry attack bonus by 15%. And now it's going to start torching down these batter rams. He does have 1 hand cannoneer on the field. Damage is 38, so same as Mustafadi gunners. But attack speed is good, and also slightly better range than other. Jeez, that is guy has a semi-automatic, or more or less a repeater at this point in time. So the damage output's not too significant on per individual shot, so it won't be good at punching armor through siege weapons, but it does have a good rate of fire nonetheless. Trying to go for more of them. The deployment speed is 15 seconds.
Atlas so, wie du befiehlst.
More batteries pushing forward. It only has 2 hand cannoneers. I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment when it comes to deployment of military units. He's fighting against a whole bunch of these units. Doing a good job of microing. Their attack speed's high enough that you may just want to stutter step them like Space Marines or Marines from StarCraft 2. Samurai's push way forward. It does, of course, have the deflective armor. And now the villagers will be ripped apart. Yeah, it looks like Blue's just getting annihilated. The villagers do have a little bit more health than normal. But it's just ink just streaming on in. Now the battery ram does go down. And so plenty of fish in the sea. Actually, no, some of these ponds are actually out of fish. That's one reason why Pink had so many villagers, quote unquote, because they were, a good number of them were just fishing boats. Got a good number of defensive hand cannoneers now. Megadon has 20 pierced armor, so these hand cannoneers will do 18 damage per shot. But these Naginatas are ripping apart these hand cannoneers because the hand cannoneers are just in too small of numbers. Plus 240, 240, jeez. I think that's one reason why he's having trouble pulling anything, because they are ridiculously expensive. I'm just not used to seeing such a small military force. Villagers now desperate torching down these outposts. Outposts don't have any unique upgrades nor capabilities, looks like. Forcing them all down with the villagers, which they do have 12 torch damage, plus 2 versus siege. Blue has cut off the outpost there, now he's using the fight. He doesn't have any blacksmith melee attacks, so their capability of fighting is not that great. Their attack speed is still slow like normal. And cannoneers don't have a tracer effect. All those forces will get gunned down. Now the outpost being torched down as well. Ink has half of his villagers idle as well. That's a bit of an issue. One of the hand cannoneers do go down. These Naginatas only have 100 health, so they will get, let's see, 38 damage minus the 2 range armor, 36. Actuality, that range armor is keeping those Naginatas take another hit, because 3 times, actually no, it'll take 4 shots. Yeah, it'll just take 4 shots. My math is being, yeah, 36. Yeah, it would do 98 damage, 3. You will have to take 4 shots. That range armor is very important, keeping these Naginatas fighting for a little bit longer. Seems like they move pretty quickly as well. 1.5 movement speed? That is fascinating. Musafati warriors. There has to be something affecting them, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know what those scrolls even do. Here we go. Increase deflection speed by 200%. That's okay. Nothing too significant, honestly. It can add up quite a bit. Oh, it takes quite a bit of micro for that. Castle of the Crow. As a castle, can periodically spawn treasure caravans from selecting neutral trading posts. Treasure caravans provide large amounts of resources upon reaching the Castle Crow. Ah, it's a one-time collection of resources. Interesting. Does distance affect them? It's a continuous trade? It's a one-time trade. Horsemen, of course, very effective versus hand cannoneers still. I'm so surprised we don't see any man-at-arms. Man-at-arms seem like they're really effective versus Naginatas due to the higher armor versus the higher attack speed. He has a good number of hand cannoneers here, that's for sure. And they're inspired, but I'm not sure what's actually inspiring them because these guys don't have the inspire ability. Is it just an AoE effect around the prelates, I guess, then? And maybe just AoE around... Could be the Akin Chapel affecting them, but that seems out of range. Treasure Caravan. Those are providing... what? What? That is 2,000 resources. That can't be right. He's at 50. He's at low and low. If this gets approaching 1,000, that... Okay. It did. What the? Wait. Trading post can build Sipahi? Only access by Byzantine and mercenary crossbows. Oh. Okay, it's about every 2 minutes you get 2,000 resources. That's still a lot of resources. And cannoneers firing away, they're in good numbers here, and plus they're inspired, doing additional damage. So they will rip apart everything in front of them. Now they're trying to focus on the villagers. Good number of villagers have gone down. They're being gone down very rapidly. I don't think the keep will go up. The keep has been stopped. And looks like Blue will hold on. He does need some units to torch down the battering rams. So the hand cannons don't punch that hard enough. Bombard now here. The rest of those units get gunned down. The Blue has held. Plus 50% damage on something that already has really good damage and has attack speed. Okay, so it does work even better. Castro, 80 damage rocket, 110 siege for infantry. I know it says like it doesn't do AoE damage, but still, that's quite a bit. Bombard now engaging. It does have 9 range. Bombards have inherently 10 range. He's trying to go for a spring golden placement now. His opponents now split out a bombard as well, going for a good number of units, including some samurai, age 1 samurai. Let's see, 2,000 resources every 2 minutes. That's like 1,000 resources per minute. That's even better than even the Cognic Palace. And it's also not confined to any certain randomized unit. Castle of the Crow is now seeing quite a bit of damage there. It does sack some of his fishing boats. Blue has some fishing boats here. Outposts here as well. He's collecting the rest of these berries. He still has access to the farms. Gets a fishing boat there. Bombard, engaging the bombard. He's got some wood there. I think he just bought some. Mangonel here. He just got tied far. And that was a good shot there by the rocket. Has both a cannon and spring gold here as well. And the horsemen all go down. They did lose some villagers, but Palace Swabia makes it so he has plenty of villagers. Blue's bombards engaging the Castle, the Crow once again. Who has enough villagers here for repairs. And now Pink's starting to make his advance. There's still a good number of hand cannoneers here. Barring anything to engage the veterans, which are also nearly destroyed. Knocking out us way forward. Hand cannoneers just holding the line. And over on the bombard. Bombard will be safe. He did gun down everything there. But then now there's 2 bombards here. He will rip apart the bombards with his infantry. Takes them all out. Battery's still here, but they're very wounded. That one does go down. And that one goes down as well. We do have an outpost here of a bombard emplacement. They want to get a relic inside of it. Villagers trying to torch, trying to claim the gold there. Just trying to keep this gold supply accessible for later on. Castle Crow has now been set ablaze. He does have a bit of wood to work with. The Japanese player has a large amount of food and coin. Going for more of the Nakinatas. Castle Crow has gone down. He can probably use Treasure Caravan even though it's down. That's probably a bug. Who's now going for a keep here. This outpost is garrison, being gunned down. And there's a trade caravan there. And it's still dropped those resources. That has to be a bug. That should not be the case. Either way, the Japanese player just got a massive 2,000 resources, but Pink does back of the game now. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Learning quite a bit, to say the least. Sorry if I feel like I'm not doing a great job of casting. There's so much here I have to learn. Do that one. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's a good number of replays. Decent length to replays here. That's one we just did. Before I get started this one, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. I am back. Oh, my back it was pretty stiff. It's gonna be like that for a bit of time. Greetings everyone, and Grade here from another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on the right side, bottom right side as the green English, you have Xerti. On top left side as the blue Byzantians, we have Louis MT. And look at this map, there's a large amount of wood here, sticker site in the middle of it. It's like pit, both wood, and sticker sites. And there's no, look at this map, oh I would hate this map. Look at the lack of wood on this map. I suppose there's a good amount of wood here. Still. And please give me a moment while I'm trying to review large notes of the Byzantines, because this is a new civilization, I don't know all the quirks. Let's see, Cistern. Improves the gathering rate of nearby villagers by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, based on network level, not by age level. Generates influence that boosts production, research, or defense. Can activate something defense and briefly arm nearby villagers. Simple enough, a militia mechanic. Cisterns with aqueducts to enhance their influence and villager gathering rates. Cisterns costs increase the more cisterns built. So build more, you get cost more. So we get military production, which is probably not that great. Research production is probably a little bit better at this moment, or reduce damage. So all that stuff not immediate at the moment. And this gives nearby villagers armed with stronger weapons increase their armor by 2 for 30 seconds. Another cistern here. Aqueduct's now deployed on the field, and we do have a landmark here, Imperial Hippodrome. Access stable, contains Triumph ability, which can be activated with supply points, increase cavalry melee damage, speed, and health regen. Comes with 30 supply points, generate 1 every 30 seconds, earns more when killing enemy units. The biggest thing I can see here is the fact it is a stable, which makes it so you get immediate stable for immediate pressure you can pull it on out. Interesting, little upgrade there. And aqua, let's take a look here. Olive Grove, harmful source of food, uses a villager to gather food from the olive grove. So instead of farms, it's 60 food wood and 75 wood for a farm. Byzantine villagers gather olive oil equal to 20% of food gathered. So you get another resource called olive oil. Okay. Not familiar what that is. Aqueduct. Connect the water between cisterns. Improve the water level. All of cisterns can be constructed stone walls. And you can still access the wooden walls and wooden fortifications. Here we go. Mercenary House produces mercenaries for olive oil after purchasing a mercenary contract. So you can take the olive oil and get mercenaries from it. Not bad. Oh yeah, I've never picked as well. Mercenaries, 400 olive oil for Musafati warriors or camel archers. Is it just random? It looks like random per trade post. You get royal knights here and horse archers. That's a little bit RNG to me. Not accessible either. Horseman straightforward, nothing too fancy about it. Of course, got the council hall and a barracks on the field, pretty standard. I am curious of what hippodrome. Okay, cataphracts are H3, not H2. Much more expensive heavy cav, so I'm assuming they're heavy cav. Powerful trample that charges through enemies, so their charge attack is a piercing effect. No base charge attack, so it's fully rely on the trample. Triumph consumes all supply points, increasing the damage, yada yada. A supply point increases the Triumph's duration by 1.5 seconds. A maximum of 40 supply points can be collected. Interesting enough. Got some unique research down here. We got that longbowman not getting overrun by the horsemen. He sees these horsemen there. Imperial Hippodrome. Oh, wait, no, that's the structure. Sorry, I'm going crazy. One horseman goes down. These are still pretty standard horsemen. He does utilize the Triumph there. Triumph is something more like a decoration award, but translated to a video game means damage buff. Let's see, and I see a bunch of unique research here. Explitiators, I probably butchered that name. Horse damage versus worker increased by +2, so you get bonus damage versus workers. Workers killed by a horseman reserve. So you also get a bit of a bounty per killing workers. Neuromi, enemy units hit by trample becomes vulnerable and receive 20% increased damage. And Trapezi, scouts increase their torch damage of nearby units by 25%. Standard archers now being employed on the field. And let's take a look at the archer range. Pretty standard and boring. Nothing wrong with that. See a large amount of mechanics here, more based on infrastructure. Looks like he has 4 cisterns on the field. His production speed will greatly increase.
Δεχόμεθα τα βέλη!
Of course, longbows are still useful as always.
Υπακούω. Η εργασία αναμένει.
Blacksmith here. Gold being collected on up. The cistern will improve the collection rate by 20%. So it's similar. I just realized something. It's very similar to the British mills, but for all resources. And combine that with the olive oil stuff, you can probably get a good number of free units from the olive oils. Or oh yeah, that's where you can put the English farms for a run for the money with 5 cisterns. How expensive is a cistern at the 5th cistern? Apparently it costs 50, that maybe because we have the wrong player selected. Let's see now, 250, so it does cost a little bit. It only costs stone. Aqueducts only has 60, 600 health, so they could potentially be easily be torched down. They don't have any fire armor either. Can they be torched down? Or do you have to use battering rams? How does Mongols, do they get treated like walls? And Mongols raid bounties work on the aqueducts? Now there's some questions there. Maybe we'll see if they can be torched down if I were to select this player here. Nope, I can't highlight and see if you can do attack orders. There's probably a good likelihood the aqueducts can't be torched down. But battery rams should be able to easily knock them down. Oh, we've got olive oil here as a second little icon down here. I didn't see that earlier. Oh, maybe because it's just gotten some olive oil in the first place. It basically gives him plus 20% income for all of his farms, along with potential plus 45%, which can use that investment in some much more fancier units. The Golden Horn Tower now being pulled on the field. Periodically produces unlock mercenary units for free. The value of units produced increases the cistern's influence. So you can get the more cisterns nearby, the higher the quality of units you get. An H3 Cognic Palace. Guess we're gonna have to wait and see how it looks. Keep it selected. Hope you'll see the grayed out production queue. You can see some with pastures.
Ευτυχισμένος.
Because I think right now, the olive oil is providing a decent amount per minute, so in theory you can get... it does take quite a bit of time to get one of those units. And somehow, Mustafadi warriors are 400, while the Camel Archer is 480. The Camel Archer is like 180, while Mustafadi warriors are like 80. So the olive oil cost between the two is questionable. Wait, it says 5 populations, so it must be a group of 5 versus a group of 2. So... Either way, we do have now the... And he's getting a set of free Keshiks. And every 50 seconds... Is it one if it's a group? If it's a group of them, that is basically Cognitive Palace and age early. And the Cognitive Palace is one of the best landmarks in the entire game, in my opinion. Got some cataphracts here. They do have good amount of health and damage. They don't have a charge attack like normal. They do have the trample ability. Spearmen will be useful versus them, as well as crossbows, because they are heavy cav. One of the villagers got sniped there. Longbows still effective as ever. Range is not aged up. Let's take a look how many Keshiks come out. There are age 2 Keshiks as well. So don't have being inherently age 4 units like the Cognitive Palace. And he does get a group of 3 Keshiks. That is actually very significant. So it's not as great as a Cognitive Palace, being age 2 Keshiks and versus getting 3 age 3 Rus Knights. But still, that is... Wait, no, that's more than 3 Keshiks. That was 5 Keshiks. Okay, that is something a little bit different. Getting 5 Keshiks for free? And he's getting another, potentially 5 more Keshiks for free? That's quite a bit, actually. And I've got the White Tower going on up. Because even though they're just age 2 Keshiks, there's still quite a bit of mass you're getting. Oh, you can actually upgrade the mercenaries as well. So you get they'll upgrade the age 2 Keshiks to age 3 Keshiks. The fact you upgrade those, yeah, that makes that landmark better than the Cognitive Palace by a large amount. And it's not only is age 3 rather than age 4, it looks like you get additional 25% value from it. White Tower now pulling field. Going for some more long bows. Okay, he only got 3 Keshiks at a time. I wonder if maybe because he was at pop cap. Maybe I don't understand the numbers he gets out. He's just getting only Keshiks as well. This doesn't appear to be selectable either. So is he getting lucky or unlucky just getting Keshiks? I think Keshiks will be a good item to get. Now they're veteran Keshiks. They're a good, cheap cavalry to get for free like that. Oh, look at the mill. Cool little design. Let's see how many Keshiks he gets assigned. He has a large number of spare population. Okay, so he's getting groups of 3 Keshiks, and he's only getting Keshiks, so why is it randoming into Keshiks? Keshiks are a good item to get, don't get me wrong. But now he's just getting infinite Keshiks, which... I suppose it is, even when fully upgraded, is weaker than Cognitive Palace, but this is something that's available in age 3, which makes a huge difference. Any 3 Keshiks versus 3 elite knights. I suppose it is about right, but the fact you can upgrade them as well, which is very good. Either way, we do not have the airdrop shields. Increases the armor of Cataphrix by 1. Moves the speed of Limitantari by 50% and attack speed Vanagari Guard by 50%. Keshik will go ahead and take out those villagers. And mercenary house here. Deploy them next to the trade post to get out some camel riders or Musfati warriors. Against the English, the chance of fighting against mass men arms is likely. So Musfati warriors wouldn't be half bad. Over here, of course, you get access to some royal knights and horse archers. If horse archers get gallop, that would be pretty good. But the royal knights would still be a good alternative as well. 2 royal knights. So maybe Musfati warriors are the best mercenaries you can get. We got now the aqueducts now being blown in field, as well as another cistern over here as well. Oh wait. This says it gets affected by the number of cistern levels. So will this change from Keshik to something else? Value of the units produced increases with the cistern's influence. Either way, Keshiks and archers now pushing the way forward. Keshiks, of course, classified as heavy cast, so we'll see bonus damage from the crossbows.
주제 어떻게
There's 3 cataphracts, 17 keshiks. He doesn't appear to be getting any more keshiks, getting some more crossbows. Now he's getting Giloms.
주제 설터 답시 코이
So he's now getting groups of Giloms? Okay, so now he's getting groups of Giloms. A good man-at-arms variant. Longbowmen trying to deal with the archers. Crossbows trying to deal with the keshiks. Villagers trying to deal with the gold. One villager will go down. And some of these villagers are still getting hit. One archer remains. Let's get another villager killed before going down. There's another wounded villager there. Monk does go down here. Keshiks now push way forward with the support of a cataphract. How many Giloms does he get per deployment? Maybe get like 5, maybe 6. Maybe that's one reason why he didn't get his cistern level upgraded to 5, because he knows that he will get keshiks for having a level 4 cisterns. That would make actually some sense. Does have some man-at-arms in the field. English man-at-arms, of course, can be very heavy with all their armor upgrades. Good amount of heavy cav here. Also will be generally be pretty useful. Let's see. Giloms. Looks like the Giloms come in groups of 3. Are they produced faster? It doesn't appear to be they get produced faster. Gotta keep an eye on this. It's right now 3 Giloms. If it goes from 3 keshiks is better than 3 Giloms, so I'm not sure how it's rating the deployment. Unless 2 of them already went down. Keshik's pushing his way forward with some Gilong support, and Arms trying to push forward and engage. Cataphracts tramples their way through. And Yapagosi's getting groups of 3 Giloms. So I'm trying to find the groups. Maybe over there. So yeah, it seems like groups of 3 Giloms is worse off than getting groups of 3 Keshiks. So there may be some sort of issue with that, I'm not exactly sure. English man-at-arms push way forward, trying to overrun that trebuchet. Villagers now pushing their way forward over here. Giloms and crossbows making their advance. Giloms being picked off quite quickly there. All the Giloms are down. Another round of Giloms will be out shortly. I'm curious if the production speed's quicker. Good number of olive oil here. Been spending a large amount of his olive oil and stuff. Not exactly sure on what though. Getting some good damage on these forces now. Now he's getting more Keshiks, veteran Keshiks times 2. It's from the Golden Horn as well, so even though I'm not sure how he's getting the what's the term, Gilon versus Keshik. Maybe it's actually olive oil being collected since large numbers of olive oil fields have been interrupted. Getting That's a mechanic I need to do a bit more research into. My apologies. And looks like the Byzantine player does back the game. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So looks like it's more affected by how much olive oil you're getting per minute. But why does it seem like going for more cisterns give Giloms rather than Keshiks? Keshiks should be higher than Giloms. And that's one I just did. I did those two just then. This one I've already done. I don't really like mirror matchups, even though it's new civilizations. Let's just see if there's something a little bit different. Maybe we'll come back to that. We could do this one, Rus versus Z's Legacy. A little bit longer here. Let's keep an eye on that one. Yes, let's keep an eye on that one. Oh, here we go. 55 minutes. Greetings everyone, and great here from another HBars 4 replay. Spawn on the right side as the blue Ayubibids. I butchered that. We have Antotan. Spawn on the left side as the magenta Order of the Dragon. We have Louis MT. The Order of Dragons, of course, has some really heavy units. Ayubibids, of course, a variation of the Abbasid dynasty. And I generally just straight up believe that Ayubibids are basically a better Mongol in most aspects. They get their own mounted archer, like a firewall movement, as well as has their own counterpart upgrades, which sort of mimics the whole Mongol stuff while just generally being better. Of course, there's a good number of wings already immediately available. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking the Abbasid little variations. Both of them can get Desert Raiders. Akin Chapel going on up. And right now he is going for the Trade Wing Bazaar. Every 3 minutes, a trade caravan arrives with a random selection of 4 favorable resource exchanges of resources and units. Interesting. That sounds really powerful. The quality of these trades is permanently set depending which age the trade wing is constructed at. Use the trade wing to enter a later age to apply more lucrative trades. So now he can bring in exchange, so it's like the Golden Gate, but even better. Get slightly more expensive villagers. Dirt cheap traders, which their traders are already pretty cheap. But I'm trying to click on the traders, but that's actually just props. And let's see. 2 Bedouin swordsmen. Not so sure how effective they are. And Bedouin skirmishers. That probably is a javelin thrower variant. Be available from the Mullions. The swordsman may be just a general militia variant. There's the Bedouin swordsman's. Light melee, 9 damage, good health. Extra damage versus melee. Attack speed's decent. So it looks like this general frontline unit is more or less a militia variant. They are edgy, having dual-wielding swords. Outpost going up with some arrow slits. Let's get inside the air tower. The health is very high. Very, very high. So they can take a bit of a beating. And getting 2 of them out for 125 gold, that seems pretty cost-effective, to say the least. Granted, you only can get so many trades. Don't see anything that will say how many, here we go. Trade returns. Villagers not getting hit. They say to do +3 damage versus melee, which I don't think villagers will get affected by that. Yep, doesn't appear to get affected by it. Dragon villages, of course, cost a little bit more in resources. Gathers 25% quicker at 20% increased cost, so they're just generally better than regular villagers. Their production speed is 24 seconds as opposed to 20 seconds, so they do take longer to build, but I think they're just generally a little bit better. Bedouin Swordsman is now trying to torch down the Akin Chapel. It will take a significant amount of time. Akin Chapel only provides plus 10% increase in resource gathering. Desert Raider is a hybrid camel unit. Bow has 4.5 tile range, 7 damage, good attack speed, no bonus damage. Sword does bonus damage for cavalry. Just a hybrid unit. Bedouin Swordsman now trying to torch down the Akin Chapel. There's the 4 traders. See the number of guys right here. That is the traders themselves. So if he gets a bit more coin, he's now getting the Culture Wing Advancement. As the next age costs 40% less time and less resources. Doesn't have a counter over here, but he has now advanced the next age. And now his next age up will be cheaper. It still seems a bit expensive. Maybe I misread that. Or maybe it made that age cheaper. That's what it was going for. He actually doesn't have 10 structures yet, so it doesn't get plus 10% gathering rate of all resources. A very powerful bonus. And now Reg needs the cathedral not being pulled on the field. Looks like there's 4 trades available. Oh no, the trades are actually random. Okay. That's what's going on. So he has 5 trades, but it is a random assortment of stuff. That is a little bit RNG, I'm gonna be blunt. Blacksmith's damaged armor technology becomes completely free and automatically enter the age. Those of the other ages must still be researched as normal, so you get the final level of blacksmith research. Interesting. Or upon completion, cavalry get the ability to construct siege weapons, just like the Mongols campaign. Cavalry units gain the ability, and House of Wisdom produces 7 Desert Raiders every 2 minutes for the rest of the games. Wait, it's quite a bit of Desert Raiders for free. Of course, got the Dervish, a monk variant. May be expensive, but it's a fast monk. Let's see. Completion will give you 2,500 wood. Not bad. Interesting. Upon completion, grants 10 villagers and all villages work 10% faster. I have a feeling he may be on for that. Hardened Gilded Spearmen now push forward. They do great work versus cavalry. Desert Raiders don't do bonus damage, just light melee like the Camel Archer. They do provide Camel Unease as well, which will drastically reduce the effectiveness of the Order's melee units. Scout takes some hits there, and that Scout gets impaled. How powerful is the charge attack? 45 damage. Charlotte does go down there. Bedouin Swordsmen do get a small improvement in health per age, but that's about it. Double crossbows here, so Spearmen now chasing down these units. Got Camel Lancers as well as Camel Raiders. Camel Lancers You have a charge, lance attacks charge faster and more often than and for long distance than other camels or other heavy cavalry. And the camel lancers deal 25% less baseline charge damage. Each second spin up the charge increases charge damage up to 40%. So the longer the charge, the more damage. Except that, is it called momentum? I hope it's called momentum. Tactical charge? No, call it momentum. That sounds like a better name for it. Scout and Knight trying to engage the Dervish. Trying to pick up the relic. He could try for a conversion ritual. He may want to run over to the Camel Lancers. Camel Archers now engaged as well. The bow does not do bonus damage versus cavalry. And now they pulled out the swords, trying to engage these units. Magenta does find some sheeple there, and the sheep will actually cause some pathing issues for the Desert Raiders. Oh, they have 6 in melee armor? What? Jeez, 6 in melee armor is actually very significant. Only costs 180. Light range and melee camel. So does that mean it will always receive bonus damage against range, say from horsemen? That camel does go down. Camel lancers are probably classified as heavy. Yes, they are. And the deer being spooked. Now, do got some man-at-arms being pulled on now as well. Lancer or Knight gets some good hits there. Does not take out the villager. Looks like he just has lacking damage to kill off that villager. Maybe that -7 that did him in. Dervish does give Camel unease as well. Clearly these horses need some goats nearby to calm their nerves around these camels. That's a little bit overkill. All the deer do go down. More walls going on up. Of course, I did see the bug earlier on where this does not show the upgrades up here when he's aging up. Only one man-at-arms on the field at the moment. There he is. Guys, of course, very mobile for a monk, so they're able to quickly capture these sacred sites. Got a decent number of spearmen here. They don't need much for the Teutonic variant because plus 46 damage versus cavalry with the 14 base damage. They will do up to 60 damage per strike against cavalry, which is absurd. And no jingle for the sound effects of our sacred sites being captured. Camel's being pursued by these forces. Who does also have a handful of spearmen out as well as some crossbows. Magenta will always have less villagers than his opponent because his villagers will produce slower. He can build another town center like normal, right? Yes, he can. No more costs as well. Good damage there. Crossbows still very effective. Additionally, these guys do pack a bit of bit more of a punch. It does spot these traders. The traders don't go down as well. I wonder if that was, yep, that was from here. Some of these traders will go down, and these knights will go down as well. That unit does get picked off. It's going to get aged tier 2. In which the only one that's, I suppose tier 5 is pretty good for your camels. But aged tier 1 is the best for resource collection. Everything else is moderately important. Though 20% less resource cost for siege units is also pretty good. That's basically a Imperial Age landmark, the high armory. Oh, that one down. I didn't realize a spring on place. There, those arrow slits. Order dragons have now aged up. For which landmark are you going for? Palace of Swabia, still pretty standard. Palace of Swabia can actually build the prelates as well, unlike the primary town center. Yeah, sizable force now pushing its way forward. A good number of camels. Best not go for any more cavalry himself. The military force numbers are relatively equivalent, but blue has a higher quality force. Mass spearmen will be very effective against blue's army. Back off the Tideborn. He does have 2 out of 5 relics. With Reganese Cathedral, he will base have 4 relics. And looks like Pumbaa's now being claimed up as well. Pumbaa will be stabbed. And that boar will provide him quite a bit of food to work with. That's the economic text now for the Order of the Dragons. Oh, what the hell? And Jacqui. That is something I have not seen yet. Fires multiple projectiles dealing damage to area, effective versus against mass armies units. Can use incendiary projectiles damage. Its damage is siege, not fire. And first attack of 12, damage. Oh wait, no, it's set incendiary, so you can set incendiary ore for stuff. Okay, that's standard Mangonel right there. You can switch between a standard shot and a non-standard shot. Interesting. Mercenary repairs have been activated. Camel runners moving forward. These ones taking massive damage. The Mangonels do bonus damage versus range. Even though these guys are much healthier, they are still hurts them. Crossbows getting some good damage there. These camels, of course, are heavy. We've got a Culverin now pulling them out. Most of these camels have gone down. He's trying to garrison the palace. Culverin now trying to get overran as well. The Culverin does have a bit of health to work with. And these camels or desert riders don't do bonus damage, which is a siege like horsemen. They all go down there. Battery runners not being put on the front line. And it looks like all the Mangonels went down. I was a bit curious of what the fire damage was like. The fire damage seemed like it was incredibly low. It did actually do fire damage, so fire armor will resist it. I wonder if we could take a better look at that. More traders to being flown out. And these traders are still a third of the cost, like Abbasid. So their trade is still dirt cheap.
حسنا ما المطلوب؟ بذلت مجهودا جيدا.
So if you focus more on coin, you can perhaps get a good number of special resources.
Ja, bin bereit zu einem Befehl. Ich weiß, was ich tue.
Abbott's player does actually have quite a bit of coin stored on up. There's actually quite a bit of coin in this map. Look, there's 2 good gold deposits there for him to collect up as well. He does also have 2 sacred sites, Magenda's starting to dig on in. And looks like Magenda's trying to collect up some of these deer once again, as well as some berries. So we do have these desert camel raiders trying to push their way forward.
Was hast du nötig von mir?
Es wird getan.
Yep, that Megano doesn't have any special attack.
Sende mich zu einem Kampf.
ماذا لديك لأفعل؟
بناء.
Ist im Gange.
More walls going on up. More walls over here as well. He will be ghosted in time. This crossbow could get overran. He has buddies coming on up. Sacred site being captured up once again, and Blue's trying to secure it up with an outpost. These villagers are going to be exposed. So he does have a decent defense force here. Camel Rider does go down. And his villagers, Gunman will go down. He does fire some arrows there. Good micro there. Does kill off a couple more villagers. And we'll find some more villagers here as he's trying to ghost these walls up. Sacred site victory for Blue has been initiated. Magenta has 2 villagers killed, or he has killed. Blue has killed off 7. And the 2 villagers that Magenta killed off actually were 2 traders.
حسنا إلى أين إذا؟ إنهم يطلقون علينا. حانوا.
Does pull out some Gilons. Now those other fancy units being pulled on out. I am a bit curious. Veteran Skirmisher and the Swordsman. It looks like they were decent enough. Spring normal placement not being upgraded while this building is being torched. Since it is fortified, it does have 5 fire armor, so these villagers doing 7 damage per torch. Keep now going up, being upgraded with the reinforced defensive, gain increased health for towers, walls, and gates. Very useful for your various palisade walls, that's for sure. Got a decent force here, good number of archers as well, which will be effective versus the spearmen, as well as other units. Culverin finds a shot there on these forces. Dragonfire increases the spearman's torch damage and adds an area effect. I don't know how the area effect works when it comes to the spearmen. Crossbows engaging. Spearmen just need to be moved over here. Does get a spear brace there on some of the camel lancers. Camel lancers being focused down quite nicely. Magano getting repaired on up. Looks like he will be safe. Magano finds a great hit there. And Blue does get forced back. Dervish does go down. Do got the man arms upgrade as well as the elite crossbow. Doing some good damage there. Now we got a bombard push his way forward. Magano finds a good shot there. Magano will take a bit of a beating. Spearman's AoE fire torch damage now 28. I've got Incendiaries for Order of the Dragon as well. That will really help out his damage output on these crossbows. Right now they have Ayubibids. Ayubibids, I think that's how you pronounce it. Going for more horsemen as well as crossbows. Archers against these crossbows still be generally good. Horsemen push the way forward, very good. Horsemen be effective versus the crossbows as well as the siege weapons. These siege weapons are not advanced, more powerful, just still standard siege weapons. Cannons are cannons. Golden Age Tier 4, that'll make the siege weapons cheaper now. And second side has been decaptured. Golden Man Arms push way forward. His torch damage is also 28. Lumberyard is being built. Now these crossbows are doing quite a bit more damage. That's going to follow the blacksmith research as well. Horsemen, good numbers, charging way forward. Nothing to save these siege weapons now. There's now advancing way forward. Crossbows do not great damage versus palisade walls. Horsemen will do overrun the bombard. And now it'll be eyeing for the culverin. Keep will get some damage here, but does not have boiling oil. You know, those weapons do go down. Elite army tactics and a bunch of other economic tactics not being researched. Those crossbows are now going down to the horseman. Great pick there. He's going to go for more men-at-arms and spearmen. And his opponent's now pulling out some hand cannoneers as well. He's going for some more camel resources. Infantry support. Increase the armor of nearby infantry around camels by 2. Oh, I saw those men-at-arms had axes out. Weird. More hand cannoneers now being pulled out. What would he go for? Something on this line, the economic wing. I don't think he went for the food. I think he went for the immediate spawn of 10 villagers to make them 10% better. Elite camels not being pulled on the field. Crossbows will get overrun by the horsemen once again. Man-at-arms here in good numbers, but how there's still crossbows and hand cannoneers engage the man-at-arms. Blue's getting quite a sizable victories against his opponent's military. Magenta needs to start eyeing the mass produce some units because right now he's very far behind. He has a large amount of stone. He may be eyeing for some stone walls. Villagers went too close to that keep. They may have been following or bad pathing. Gate does go down. Spearman arms trying to engage his forces. Maganel does get a good shot. Magenda's force will be cleaned up once again. So he is falling back now. Blue could have continued pursuing.
Da ist Holz zum Sammeln.
Multiple bombards now being pulled on out. And the lumber camp is almost complete as well. Looks like just eyeing for more man-at-arms. It's more blacksmith research, going for more armor as well. Who's now pushed his way forward, trying to torch down this gate. Looks like Blue's still has plenty of gold inside his map. Magenta's trying to claim this gold deposit, but looks like Magenta's going to be running out of gold relatively soon. And only has 2 relics. Magenta may need to eye some trade relatively soon. May just get a handful of traders out. I don't know if Magenta Order of Dragons get anything unique when it involves the traders. Who's now pulling on a keep?
صدر الأمر دمي يفيض بالحماس
نحن تحت القصف.
أسرع
Trying to torch down that outpost. Not in any influence of a town center.
أمره.
Keeps not getting repaired on up. War horses. Mangonel finds a good hit there on those villagers. Mangonel may get picked off. He will lose a good number of these desert or camel lancers.
صدر الأمر دمي يفيض بالحماس حافظوا عنه أنا سلاحي يغط في النوم
Order hand cannoneers do have really high attack speed. They can rip apart everything in front of them, and their damage output is good. Over here, we do have horsemen find opportunity, but got some gilded horsemen in return, protecting this area. Big engagement here. Mariners pushing forward. Only a handful of crossbows here to start the armor, and arms or hand cannoneers gain some good damage. Good amount of defense here. Magetta's trying to seize all this gold as quickly as possible, but looks like he will hold out there. Horseman here has been cleaned on up. So got some bombards here. The bombards could actually take a swipe at the mining camp to stop them from mining. It looks like Magenta and Blue will both quite a bit of stuff right here. Magenta's starting to get overran, but more reinforcements push way forward. Including a good number of horsemen to overrun the bombards. Focusing on those bombards there against good damage. More gilded horsemen not being pulled on out. The bombard does go down. 2 more remains. Villagers getting hit as well. Got some stone walls blown up by Blue. And Magenta's horsemen are designed to push on forward. Blue does have a good number of traders on the field, so he will get him out of other resources. So unlike Abbasid Dynasty, they will not have all the fancy improvements on the traders.
ألديك أوامر من أجلي؟
This horseman will go down. Bombards make their advance once again. There's only one horseman here, but some other units. Mining camp does go down. He does have another mining camp still actually in the region. Bombards taking some damage. Ayubibid's horsemen now engaging these forces. There's still a good number of spearmen here. They do get hard countered by those spearmen. Crossbows and hand cannoneers gain some damage, but he's just not. They're not here in large enough numbers. A couple of horsemen back here. Some of the orders, villagers trying to escape into the keep, as well as the outpost. Enough room for all of them. Blue's trying to break his way forward. Magenta's trying to fall back. He will probably lose the keep and everything inside of it. More spearmen here, but they're just being rallied forward, so they will be picked off into those without any damage on it. Even now receiving massive amounts of fire there, but he is focusing on the hand cannoneers, getting some good damage on them. Now got these forces trying to clean through that fortified palace, or not fortified, palisade wall there, or gate. Over and try and back away. We got a good number of spearmen here, which could turn around and start engaging these forces. Spearmen right now have absurd increased damage against cavalry. Yeah. 80 damage per strike against cavalry. We also got a horseman here engaging. Desert Raider will stop him, however. The points being decaptured, more walls going on up, crossing the T. Now he's got Golden Age tier 5, making his camels a bit more powerful. More spear now being pulled out, as well as more horsemen. These camels and horsemen would not last long versus these gilded spearmen. Horsemen do take out one of the bombards. And Cannoneers getting overrun by the spearmen. The last bombard will stay alive. Man-at-arms trying to hack it apart, however. And it's got pretty close to killing it off. Horseman needs to be focused down to save his Spring Gold. In fact, the spearman could just A move in order to gauge everything. Spring Gold does go down there. Up north, got the points still being decaptured there. Horseman trying to hit some of these villagers, which Blue's trying to steal that gold. Dervish does get killed off there. The rest of Blue's forcing up his way forward. Alright, some spearmen here engaging the various camels and horsemen. Right now, Magetta's not been pulling out many gold-based assets. Very few, in fact. So he's just focused on the spam. He doesn't have traders like his opponent. He needs probably to get some more wood and more traders. In fact, he may be running out of wood on the side of the map. Got these forces now engaging up here. Blue's trying to go for a keep. Got Batarams and horsemen over here. Magetta's having trouble just maintaining good foothold in this game. Blue has a large military force in the field by far, and his army value is ×5 his opponent. Some of Blue's forces are starting to get cleaned on up. Villagers trying to run away as well. Horsemen push away forward, trying to torch down these various structures. They'll just back off some of these forces there. There's still some bombard and placements here to engage everything that advances. Villagers getting gunned down. Horsemen here in good numbers for the Ayubibids. Horsemen trying to engage the horsemen. And can you still find some of these man-at-arms? He does cleave through those palisade walls there. Spearman now trying to rotate around. He does keep at bay. Horsemen will take out the bombard there, no problem. The bonus versus the siege is 15. And now these man-at-arms trying to hit some of these villagers as well. Some of these villagers getting focused down as well. And those spearmen do repart all those horsemen. Blue does have a good number of horsemen here, and looks like Magetta's horseman is not hitting the low health one first. Village has what a keep here. Got a good number of proxy barracks here for Magenta. Good spear brace there, takes out a couple of these horsemen, or just the one. Magenta has a good number of stone walls now being pulled on out. There's Magenta's wooden walls. More barracks here. It looks like he's unable to deal with all these keeps, camping his points. So we do have a good number of batteries being pulled on out, and he is not focusing on building them, so it'll take a bit of time to build them up. Villagers are trying to shank these horsemen. They do have extra health. And those villagers all get shanked up. Spearman push way forward. Good spear brace there. Got a good number of spearmen still here. We're just gonna annihilate those horsemen, no problem. And maybe overrun those hand cannoneers. But now Magenta technically has a larger military force in the field. Not at pop cap at the moment. Batteries not being pushed on forward. These villagers may stop it. May want to group them up together. Now there's also going for greased axles as well. More and more employments that can pick off some of these units. Banner's now push way forward. With that, he can start producing from these barracks and improve his production. Main arms will find some of these units. Down south, we do have another big engagement here. Looks like a good amount of forces went down. Hand Cannoneers still in good numbers. Hand Cannoneers can get inside the walls, so not only give them, which will also give them +2 range. Magano gets a great shot there on the Hand Cannoneers. Barons push way forward. Man-at-Arms gain some good hits there on these traders. Both sides lost a significant amount of civilians. Trying to hit the bombards there. Magano does manage to escape on out. But you're just trying to throw any sort of force here. There's a large number of Hand Cannoneers. Batter's now cleaning through various structures. Able to get this keep as well. Another great hit on Hand Cannoneers thanks to the Magano shots. Magano does see a good hit there, getting repaired up by a single villager. Bombard hits a spearman. More of the structures now being cleaved. Man-at-Arms will be cleaned on up. They have got a good number of villagers or traders killed. Magano finds a good hit there onto the bombard. Magano's now blowing out. These Hand Cannoneers are severely wounded. Trying over on the bombard now. Hand Cannoneers could go down. He may want to use the mass heal ability. Magano's not pushing way forward. There's a perfect opportunity, and he's not taking it. More of these horses are being picked on off. Batterman's pushing way forward. Horsemen forcing on these barracks. Batterman's still cleaving through this keep. This keep will be cleaved on through. Spearman push way forward. Magano's does not get a shot off there. Batterman's pushing way forward, trying to get some damage there out of the keep. Magano's fire got a good hit there. There's a good number of Hand Cannoneers on the field. 51 Hand Cannoneers. Right now, the military forces favor blue. Quality is vastly in favor of blue as well. Look at that, 18,000 versus 5,000. The Ayu Bybid player has plenty of resources, while the Horde of the Dragon does not have a whole lot of resources at the moment. Takes some hits there. Does split up his formation. Magano's here in good numbers, but they're starting to get overran. Does get a good shot there. Multiple good hits there, cleaning through the Hand Cannoneers, but all the Maganos do go down. Right now he's depending on no gold income. His food income is low. His wood income is also low. In fact, he has eaten through a majority of the trees on the side of the map. Farms are not very well placed. He has farms a little bit everywhere as well. He only has to rely on gold from his relics at the moment. Villagers do force down the keep or tower. Horsemen take out the local doggo, and now we do have these barons trying to cleave their way forward. And blue has claimed every single secret site once again. If you notice as well, the secret sites are more on blue's side of the map. Baron's now trying to cleave through these walls. Blue has a sizable force here of horsemen and Hand Cannoneers to deal with it. He can garrison his own walls to get +2 range on his Hand Cannoneers as well. Oh, boiling oil has a nice little boiling effect. I wonder if that mimics the damage on the terrain as well. Six side not being decaptured, trying to torch down some outposts. And this keep. So got a spear race here taking out some of these horsemen. Six side 10 to be decaptured. It says there's a unit on top of it. Okay, now it's starting to be decaptured. It looked like it at first, honestly. Six side being decaptured now. Of course, I'm push way forward. All this stuff down here got cleaned up and not currently being decaptured at the moment. He does go put some spearmen back onto the point now. His spearmen horsemen are engaging his opponent's horsemen. Will be able to cleave through them no problem. And Cannoneers now gunning down the spearmen. And the culverins here provides fire support for the spearmen. His spearmen will likely go down without decapturing the point. But the horsemen over here are not on the point either. Now they're on the point. Now these forces there trying to go for another keep from Magenta. We do have another horseman here hitting some of the villagers, not the traders. Now we got a keep here to block on Magenta. And Cannoneers here in good number. Horsemen trying to push their way forward. Boiling oil gets some good damage there. Hopefully the fire effect doesn't do damage over time. Let's get a good hit there. Awesome push away forward, trying to overrun the Hand Cannoneers. Mangonel's getting multiple deadly shots here. Culverin now getting repaired on up. Mangonel's fine. Great damage there. Culverin seeing massive fire as well as massive repairs. They'll seem to be saved by elite Landsknechts. Their damage is not as great as one would assume. And they have a mace attack as well, even though it does the same damage. Not sure what that exactly does. And same attack speed as well. Villagers not trying to collect this little bit of wood deposits. A little bit desperate to claim wood. This one has plenty of resources to work with, and so has 6 side captured on up, has 8 minutes left remaining. More stone walls going on up. Magenta is pushing forward with a single villager. This point is being camped by a keep. There's nothing really protecting this point. Mangonel finds a good shot there. Mangonel's power to go down. Does go down to a bombard. Magenta's front line is taking quite a bit of beating, but should be able to hold. But it's really holding back nothing other than other military, the civilians behind him. Over and seeing some damage there. Landsknecht engaging. And does save the culverin there. And Cannoneers gain some great damage, and the Hand Cannoneers still here in good numbers. Oh, is that the campaign tower right there? Tower of the Sultan? One camper seeing a bit of damage now. Both of the siege towers wouldn't be half bad in order to get his units on top of the walls. The Cannoneers up there would be very powerful. Magenta now has some traders here, and they're being asked on a market up here as well. So he's going a bit more diagonal to squeeze out a little bit more coin. He's getting 42 coin per trade, while his opponent is getting 50 wood. So it looks like his traders is providing more value. Maybe some sort of research going on, or maybe just has better traders in general. Maybe order traders just not that great. I do not know. These villagers are not trying to pull out a stone gate in order to escape on out of there. Of course, there's almost so much surface area for them. Pushing forward to hit some blues villagers. Or the dragon player so has very little resource remaining. So as the 6 sides counting down gets it, right now is paused because he's trying to capture this point, but his opponent has thrown villagers on top of it and are stalled out. And Canadian firing away. Those villagers and horsemen will go down. Legend is trying to force some battering rams. Second site's now being decaptured. Another big engage here. Magenda's force does get cleaned on up. And Magenda's once again trying to decapture this point. Horseman dogpiling there, while this other force now just trying to engage. There we go. That should allow him to keep the 6th side captured on up. Down here, we do have the horsemen and man-at-arms pushing forward. Those hand cannoneers here in good numbers, and now he's trying to wall in the sacred site as well with stone walls. And Magenda's being forced him back up here. The sacred site has been secured. He does not have a whole lot of stone at the moment to get out any more keeps or anything of that sort, but could take time to repair up some of these walls. And now he does blow a gate there. As I'm before, he can always put hand cannoneers on top. And his mass reserve resources, he has a good number of units queued up as well. Could queue up a little bit more. His opponent has been maintaining minimal income at the moment, but now he has some elite knights. These guys are pretty heavy, 6 damage charged lance. Of course, he's not going against a whole lot of camels. The camel on these, you'll need one nearby to debuff all his opponent's knights. Hand cannoneers still in good numbers. Mangonels need to push on forward, hit those hand cannoneers. He does scatter them now. He's trying to overrun the Mangonels. Mangonels get a barrage there onto the hand cannoneers. Who's now trying to flank around to the Mangonels, but Magenta did a good job of intercepting. Mangonels finds some good volleys here. Needs to focus on those hand cannoneers. He's not properly targeting down the hand cannoneers. In general, all the Mangonels still alive. Blue's army has somewhat disintegrated. There's actually finally good engagement there from Magenta. Gets some good hits there. Hand cannoneers are severely battered and beaten. He does not have a dervish in the field to get them healed on up. Battery's not pushing way forward, trying to cleave through these walls. Needs to get this force over here. He could perhaps try for... Ooh, great hit there. Blue's now trying to remax. Baron cleaving through this wall. If he gets perceived a hit there, this guy put the Mangonels safe. Putting them behind your own palisade wall there would probably be a good spot for them. Blue has plenty of food and gold. Magenta has really nothing. Blue's just going to just play around the Sacred Site victory. And there goes that wall. Got a choke point here. Mangonels trying to hit those hand cannoneers is good. Culverins in the region as well. Some good hits there on those hand cannoneers. Magenta's ground army is doing quite well, while Blue's having trouble in the surface area. The smaller force does better in choke points. Able to get more damage to bear. But Blue has reserves of resources and hand cannoneers. Magenta's force is getting ripped apart by those hand cannoneers. Mangonel's now getting threatened. Horsemen and knights trying to intercept these other forces there. The camel's bonus damage is very, very powerful for the damage reduction of nearby cavalry. Guys not pushing forward, trying to keep those trying to stop them, as well as some horsemen. Magenda's reinforcements now pushing forward. Good number of Landsknechts here. He has lost all of his Mangonels. It looks like Magenta does back the game now. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay. And before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again. Please give me one moment. That. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get started again. Let's see. Let's find a different player. Let's see if he has visible replays. Ah, he does have visible replays. 28 minutes. Japanese versus Holy Roman Empire. Time old enemies, like Englishmen, Scots, and the Japanese and Scots, and Scots and other Scots. Damn those Scots. They ruined Scotland. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the left side as the yellow Japanese, we have Beastie. Well, on the right side as the blue Holy Roman Empire, we have Antotan. And which he... Oh, we're actually going to see aggressive dock placement for a pitiful amount of fish. And the fish are all on this side. It seems like a good spot for maybe for villagers to fish, not necessarily for fishing boats. Did Japan get anything special with their fishing boats? I'm not exactly sure. Let's take a better look at that. Because a lot of games tend to show Japan a good fishing nation. I know about the copper plating, which I think that's a spelling error with a 2% there. I think it should be just +2. 45. Oh yeah, they get a decent discount on their fishing boats. That's actually very, very significant. Holy crap, their naval maps must be... Yeah, that's probably a bit too steep of a discount, honestly. If it was faster production speed, that's a bit more acceptable, but reduction costs in fishing boats, that is very significant. The Order of the Dragons Aachen Chapel is much more tamed and reasonable than the Holy Roman Empire's Aachen Chapel, unless that has been changed across the board. I'm curious. And we do have the Aachen Chapel here. Is it... It's by the large radius of souls, the Protestant garrison. Yep, it looks like plus 40% still. Which is still, in my opinion, a little bit overpowered. Look at that. They're going to eat all the fish immediately. Okay, so Yellow put mass investment there to get a large amount of fish. And we do have a landmark here. It's the Kura Storehouse. Universal drop-off location that creates a farm around the landmark every 45 seconds to generate wood instead when farmland becomes full. Okay, got it. So once you get enough free farms, it would just give you a constant trickle of wood. That is actually a very, very powerful and nice landmark. The other one gives you Shinobi, which is actually a very powerful melee unit. So what? Would it be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 free farms, I'm guessing? Or would it go double layered? 12 free farms, that's good. In comparison to, say, the English passive bonus of half-price farm, there's probably something very similar to that as a reference point. Hard for me to exactly say for sure. Oh, and that naval arrow slit is a little bit unnecessary, honestly. As the fish is almost expired, that naval arrow slit was not really needed. New age has begun, so it does get one free farm there. Farms to collect the same rate as sheep, so throwing a villager off a sheep onto the farm would make sense. I'm assuming that villager did not come free with the farm itself. If it does, that would be incredibly powerful. Also, oh yeah, universal drop-off locations. We get all the research capabilities here, including the mining one. I'm just curious. Yep, free farm there and no farmer on there. Just had to double check.
お任せくだされ申す
And you're just gonna fish until they die, which will give a little bit more fish to work with, which actually the naval arrow slit was probably worth in the end. And I've got a fast age 3 coming out for both players, coming out or similar timing. Going for the floating gate, just give them access to the items to put in buildings for plus 200% production speed. Howdy. And we've got, of course, the Rignides Cathedral, a staple in the Holy Roman Empire's diet, which is Pope Blood. Improved, holy, venerated Pope Blood. And it could be Pope Bones. What classifies as a relic, at least when it comes to Christianity, is basically anything involving a saint's, like, either clothing or even physical body part can include blood and bones, if I remember correctly. It's weird. And surprisingly, there's been a number of cases where somebody actually stole a highly venerated relic and not realizing what it was. Because, to be honest, who on earth will carry around Pope Blood around with them? Apparently that's been stolen before. And this drops off these Yorshio when picked up by a monk, or the Japanese equivalent to a monk. Can be placed in building to get plus 200 production speed. Decent, higher micro intensive, not really that great in my opinion. That's just a large amount of micro just to basically equip to get 2 additional the same productions. I suppose technically every 4 minutes to get additional 300 wood. Yeah, that's not really that great. Minecraft coverage there. He make himself a free scout. We got some Naginatas here. That's a Shinto priest. Try and pick up the relic. Scout and the Anaburg Ishira. How do you pronounce that? I just call it's easier to pronounce the weapon, Naginata. Engaging. Naginata is a good, very fast attack speed unit. So use something that has a lot of armor there. So in fact, the minor palace would have been a little bit better when engaging it, getting additional spearman armor. And kills that off. The prelate has 12 health remaining, so the scout actually is still pose a threat. And these guys also do move pretty fast. 1.5 power movement speed, which is faster than even Palace Guard and Musfati warriors. The Pope or the monk does go down there, or prelate. Additionally, Japan does get 1 extra melee attack upgrade, so they can make these guys a little bit more effective in the long run. It just won't be countered up by the opponent's armor. Charlotte now getting hit here. Over here, we do have the knight engaging the scout. The local doggo is trying to assist the scout. He failed his master. Knight engaging. These Naginatas would make it seem like they do bonus damage versus cavalry, but they do not. And the high armor of these knights will make it so they take basically no damage from these Naginatas. They're doing 3 damage per swipe. And they're taking 24 in return. I guess they need to swipe left harder as opposed to swipe right. Going for more blacksmith research, which will greatly improve the melee damage of these units. More palisade walls going on up. And Spearman trying to pursue the knight as well. Down south, we do have the Shinto priest being picked off. It does have access to the conversion ability. And heard the town bell there. Ring-a-ding-ding. Somebody won the jackpot, right? Oh yeah, Japan gets a little bit extra stone collection per drop-off as an economic benefit, right? Oh no, it's whenever they build buildings. I'm getting all these units. No, that's the Byzantines. They just get a little bit of stone collection rate per gold drop-off. Now remember. I wonder how much stone or wood this thing will provide once it's out of farms. It is providing a good amount of farms. More knights being pulled on out. I just realized something. The storehouse is on raised platforms, which suggests that they will store it underneath it. I don't know why. That's my conclusion about that. I don't know why I had to mention that. Does get one of these guys impaled. Does get a good shot there. Japanese spearman does get is inspired by nearby Katana Bannerman, improving their melee damage by 15%. Which does combo quite well with the improved blacksmith melee research.
Plicht is de keine Last.
Looks like just need 2 more farm placements there. And now it looks like the Holy Empire player is going to claim some of these forest puffers. Those Naginata guys still have not been upgraded to the Castle Age, or yeah, Castle Age variant. The Hardened, are they Hardened or the Veteran? Either way, or it would be Veteran. Either way, they have not been upgraded. Got the Hardened Spearman or Veteran Spearman now trying to engage them. And now the Holy Empire players are eyeing for some Landsknecks. That can be very powerful against those melee units. Both are, in this case, both are vulnerable to archers. He's only got the one on the field, as well as one Shinto priest. Spearman trying to engage the knight.
Plicht is de keine Last.
One more farm there. And yep, it does start providing wood per minute. 34 wood per minute. I wonder if it goes a bit higher the longer it waits. Wait. Does it improve the wood per minute per tick? Is it compounding wood income? If it provides compound wood income, that would be absurd. That can't be, it has to be capped out at some point if it does do that. Relic does go down, so does Naginata.
Ich han Ehre gewonnen.
Okay, it did not increase anymore. It's just now providing 34 wood per minute. That's not that great, honestly. But it is give you a tiny trickle of wood after it did its job. It probably could be buffed up to go up to 100 wood per minute after it gets maxed out. And I would think that would be reasonable. Because 100 wood per minute is nothing too significant. I suppose in comparison to, say, the Monza Quarry, maybe 75 wood per minute would be adequate then. Instead of, which will also match the cost per farm. Yeah, that seems about good to me. Maybe we'll come back later, maybe it would increase. Or would increase. Enough of that horrible pun. Knight's trying to get out of there, or not. They find some villagers. Found a villager. And there's plenty of lack of walls here. The knights do get on out of there. Blue has claimed up all those sacred sites now, and now it's going for the veteran samurai. Do we see any samurai on the field? Yeah, we do have some hardened samurai. Right now they are armed with Naginatas. Huh. Why are the samurai armed with Naginatas? I do have, of course, the benefits of the blocking a full shot. It seems a little bit weird the light melee one and a heavy melee one both armed with Naginatas. Either way, they are heavy melee infantry. There are currently 4-4, which is similar to man-at-arms. Damage output seems... Okay, now they're Oshadadi, or whoever it's called. Probably because they got upgraded. Good amount of torch damage there. Rank gauge. Oh, smoke bomb of some sort there? I'm not sure what that was. Oh. What on earth is going on? Those guys just exploded. Oh, the primary town center has been upgraded for a rocket emplacement. That's what's going on. Oh, looks like the Yoshidai bonus can be put in the town center for increased production rate. It also has a Daimyo farm rate, or increase the harvest rate of nearby farms by 75%, so that's pretty good. Amount of food income right there. Oh, 75% rate. That is actually very significant. Nice turn push way forward. Still got no more land schnecks and samurai here. Spear engaging. That rock attack does not do splash damage, if I remember correctly. Now we've got these man-at-arms armed up from heavy maces, so they will do bonus damage to the samurai. Spring guard emplacement there. It looks like Japanese players just getting overran. Wait, that's Shogunate Castle, not the town center. Oh, that should be the town center, yeah. Okay, I'm just going crazy. Gets a good hit there. Does get out of the garrison. The Shogunate Castle does have quite a bit extra health there. It's also the primary town center. And he should maintain really good food income if he gets another line of mills along with it. He should have better farming bonus than even the English, which is actually quite absurd to me. You now have some Onimusha mounted archers. Like versus heavy units. So it's a bowman with bonus damage versus heavy. So that should be very effective versus man-at-arms. They probably can't move and shoot. Move while firing. They can shoot and scoot, just not fire while moving. Oil power play now trying to clean up with these deer. Boar is now going down over here. The boar does go down. And arms and landschnecks and knights are all here. Good, powerful, and heavy force. Well, the landschnecks, they're not heavy. Yep, and still just 34 wood per minute, so it doesn't go any higher than that. So these forces do get cleaned on up. Second sight victory, 6 minutes remaining for blue, but it is being interrupted by the spearmen. Villagers trying to stop him. He will be stabbed. That primary town center has a large amount of health, doesn't it? I pronounce it. Onimusha. Cavalry archers are gaining some good damage there on these various heavy units. Getting some good damage there. Getting out on the choke point there. Samurai doing a good job front line, as well as spearmen. These cavalry archers do have 5.5 attack range, which is very significant. A little bit longer than regular archers. These forces trying to push the way forward. Villagers trying to get inside the town center. The rocket attack does have a range of 9. Spring Golden placed inside this outpost as well. It also does also have a rocket attack. Oh, wait, nope, I was just clicking the wrong one. Just a Springald attack. Sometimes when you click on one unit, it doesn't actually properly pull up the correct damage display. So yeah, there's still just an outpost with a Springald, but it is fortified. That is the fortified animation. You can see by the plus 1,000 health. It looks still a bit wooden, but you can see the plus 5 fire armor is still there. Does pick up those units. Those mounted archers did some good work. And right now the food income, Japanese players left it behind. Six side attempting to decapture once again. This one's not being captured. This one's currently not being decaptured technically as well. Does stab that villager. There's a couple more villagers there. Knight here, going for another forge. Got 2 handed weapons of these man-at-arms as well. Got the tried and true heavy man-at-arms play for the Holy Empire player. Spearman will go down to the knight. Of course, he does not have access to crossbows, so these mounted archers are his crossbow variant. And now going for fire whistling arrow when enemy is seen, increase movement speed for 10 seconds, so they get a combat sprint. And do have a Umar banner increasing cavalry attack damage bonus, which apparently does apply to the range cavalry as well. Are they shooting while firing while moving as well? Don't think they would, but if they are, that would be incredibly powerful. Let's take a better look at that, see them fire while moving, or just the delayed animations. Yeah, he's stutter stepping there, clearly can't fire while moving. Just animation delays. Samurai Bannerman getting overran, does have some samurai here, veteran samurai. Archers per way forward, these mounted archers do not have any range armor at the moment. He has not researched any of it. So these regular archers will be effective versus them, as well should be horsemen. Because the horsemen does do bonus damage versus range. It does get these guys away. Second sight has not been decaptured, nor this one, so we got 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the countdown. Does kind of pick up more of these boxes. And now do we got Imperial Age for the Holy Empire player. Palace Swabia? Palace Swabia. So soon the Japanese player will be fighting against a more stronger force. It's lacking gold in its borders at the moment. These guys are blitzing their way ahead. Got ground force to aid them as well. They're going straight for the sacred site. This force is pretty far away to engage, so maybe a good idea to just punch forward. This sacred site also been decaptured as well. And now got these forces now trying to engage. Horsemen are engaging. And the sacred site looks like will be decaptured, or at least put the pause on the sacred site. Harlot will be picked off there. Now the Japanese player has a lot of coin at the moment. Trying to utilize the increased movement speed capability. Horsemen still move faster with an increased movement speed, but still a bit of a problem for him. That's what the Palace of Swabia, and the palace is fully garrisoned. Down south, the sixth site has not been decaptured, nor is this one. It looks like the Japanese players just gonna be ran out of the game. Got the Tokushima Gunsmith. I'm not familiar with that landmark, so let's look at that. Stockpile supplies of weapons every 30 seconds that can be used instantly to produce gunpowder units. Comes with 5 stockpiles. Produces Otusa, unique heavy range gunpowder infantry with siege damage. Allows access to Robalquins as well. Sounds like you get some sort of arquebus unit. Let's see now. It says the cost Vizier. That's the recurring one. And now it's going for this unit here. This will be used to produce a unit. He does have one in the field. Let's take a look at him. Okay, it's a literally hand cannon. Heavy range. So it has quite a bit of armor there, 35 damage. So it's a hand cannoneer with bonus versus buildings. Interesting. Its cost is 240 still, so it costs the same amount of other hand cannoneers. We now got a castle here. He has 1 minute remaining to hold on. Revolkin not firing away, which is a very good close range siege weapon. He's mounted cavalry, do have good base damage, so they will punch through the basic armor of a horseman. But right now it's just being overran. The castle is fully garrisoned, so we'll get a lot of extra arrows firing. Arrows doing 11 damage each. Attack speed's not great. More samurai being pulled on the field. Villagers going to go ahead and try and dogpile on top of the sacred site, at least stall out temporarily. Villagers still there, and the rest of these forces are going to be overrunning it. There's gold being collected down there. Who's now eyeing for our castle or keep here? Horses will be falling back with 20 seconds remaining. Villagers going to dogpile, and they will not be successful. The keep will likely get the pull on the field. Good spear brace there. Villagers getting hit significantly. 6 side, 3 seconds remaining. Nothing threatening down here. Keeping pulled on out to help keep the land. More villagers being dogpiled there. And cannoneers pushing way forward. More like a hand mortar. And that is going to be game. This and Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Definitely interesting. That farming landmark is interesting. I sort of do like it. I just think the wood income afterwards could be a little bit higher. Maybe 50, could go up to 75 to match the Monster Quarry. I mean, wood is less valuable than gold or stone, so should be fine enough to bump up a little bit to match it with a little bit extra effect. Well, that's just a theory. That's one I just did. 20 minutes, a little bit short. Let's see if there's another one. 60 minutes, short. I'm not really a big fan of mirror mashups, though it is with New Civilizations. Ah, here we go. And it's Order of the Dragons or the Holy Roman Empire. So you got heavy infantry versus really heavy infantry. You know, the Holy Roman Empire man-arms would still probably be better, more cost-effective 1v1. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on our right side as the yellow Order of the Dragon, we have Beastie. Spawn on the left side as the blue Holy Roman Empire, we have WOM01. Is this considered a mirror matchup or not? Either way, I'm trying to think how this is going to play out. Prelates will make these villagers individually better, while the Order of the Dragon's villagers will be just generally better. Dakin Chapel is significantly better for the Holy Roman Empire player than for the Order of the Dragon. Will one of them go for the Menwork Palace? Wait, in the Order of the Dragon you get Menwork Palace. If it does he have the same research? Can he make his spearmen extra heavy? They have 1 melee armor in here, can they get up to 3 melee armor? How is the Order of the Dragon's other landmark? Is it the Menwork Palace? Because the other upgrades also like +4/+4 on knights, right? Something extra in armor for knights. Sort of wonder about that. Let's go to fast forward a little bit. Additionally, I do think the Holy Roman Empire man-at-arms would be so better in this matchup because the bludgeon weapon, the blunt weapons is very good. Will probably make his man-at-arms still very cost-effective for his opponent's man-at-arms. This is going to be a strange matchup, I think. And we are going to see the Menwork Palace for the Order of the Dragon. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's the same bonuses, 40, 40. So we'll get the same upgrades. Because those armor upgrades will be very significant. We've got the Aachen Chapel here, so it's becoming less and less like a mirror matchup. Additionally, I always find the Menwork Palace very powerful as a rushing landmark, because once you really see what your opponent's build is going for, you just get to upgrade the armor correspondingly and have really good man-at-arms on the field. And man-at-arms are already pretty good in Age 2. Aachen Chapel on Ploran Field, which will greatly improve his wood and stone collection. Looks designed for our second town center, the amount of wood being collected on up. Dale does spot the location, sees all the stone collectors there. Okay, looks like there are different research. Gilded man-at-arms who fall below 20% damage take 20% less damage. So if they have less than 20% health, they take 20% less damage. It's going to be really hard to understand how effective that is. Zornhau. Gilded Landsknechts, equipped with a halberd weapon that wounds enemies. When struck, the weapon will take 2 bleed damage, so it'll take 2 damage every second, so 20 bleed damage. So it's much better than poison arrows from the Mullions. But it's one of those things where you don't really get a whole lot of bleed damage. It's not prolonged fights. Unless fighting against English man-at-arms. And maybe... Let's see, this is also meant for Landsknechts. Wait, they also have AoE attack. Does that mean their AoE attack gets bleed damage? Okay, that's a little bit different. That's interesting. And we got the Bodkin Bolts. Gilded Crossbow gets plus 10 damage against siege units. Interesting enough, that would make it so that your crossbows are a good accompaniment, and you can just make sure you can gauge siege weapons and battering rams against them. Plus 10 damage. I wonder if that's going to be like true damage that goes past the pierce armor. Or maybe not. It has to go past it. There's a large number of... Wait, no, probably not. Based on how multipliers work in this game, so it may not be good against battering rams still. Because the damage output would... Base attack's what, 24 for the Gilded Crossbows? So make it a bit more reasonable versus other, like, Mangonels? Not against battering rams. You see here, you can probably see the hamster's spinning my brain, wondering how is that going to be real useful. It's very niche, honestly. If you like to spam out crossbows, that'd be a good accompaniment item, but... Definitely interesting, to say the least. Granted, I'm basically the only one who ever advocates for go for just build a couple hundred battering rams. People do it all the time, but not necessarily as a mid-range option. Battering rams are nice. I like battering rams. I think people undervalue battering rams in Age of Empires. He does have a second town center on the field. His opponent only has the one, so not only his town center village production is already pretty slow, it's going to be even slower compared to his opponent. Spear now push away forward. If he's gone for a second town center, then he probably was not going to go for the Palace Swabia either. So it's still a good way to keep your villager count high, even if you lose a catastrophic number of them. Regni's Cathedral not going on up, that's still based the same. Though I need to check the research still the same. Oh, that villager is stuck. Good pick there. These guys still get extra carrying capacity. The boar has been claimed. His village is a bit more effective at fighting against boar. So Pumbaa can be killed. No Akuna Matata when the Order of Dragons here. And look at all the deer in these locations. So he has 2 deer deposits pretty close to each other. So that's a good spot to start putting some basic fortifications there, just in case. Trying to find this villager here. The villager's all by himself. Taking some damage. Villager has 50 health. The Gilded Horseman does do 15 damage, so it'll take 4 strikes to kill it off?
Ja.
Yeah, 3 strikes is 45, 4 strikes would be 60. So he can still take a couple hits there, and the spearman, the fact that they're just constantly pursuing around allowed him to catch on up, and does take out that villager there. And it threw a stab on the other villagers as well. We now have some gilded archers, as well as not gilded prelate. How did that get set afire? Guess these spearmen were a little bit busy.
Im Geheiz.
Horseman down. Oh, that's one way to keep a relic safe as well. Though that's usually something you do against Holy Roman Empire or against Delhi Sultan, or the dragons doesn't get a Age 1 prelates or Age 2 prelates. Reganites Cathedral now going up, which will be a good counterpart to the Reganites Cathedral.
Ich bin bereit zu gehorchen.
Relic, trying to clean up this relic right now. Now it's gonna be a quest for the relics.
Zum Gewehr kommen.
Does Older Dragon still get out the Bolgraf? Can get the Bolgraf Palace? Times for barracks could be all the barracks you ever need as Order Dragons. Not going to need a special research at the moment. Now I'm more thinking about it, the Golden Cuirass having, it's a little bit easier for a gilded man-at-arms to be below 20% health than any other man-at-arms in the game, because they have, of course, extra health.
Sie skills.
So that could be better, but I still don't know how that's... There's going to be some weird math involved in that, isn't there? Villagers inside the tower there. Now being upgraded arrow slits as well. So yeah, Menwork Palace upgrades don't seem as great to me as the Holy Roman Empire Menwork Palace, though they're still the cheaper upgrades over here. It's still very quite nice. That alone can provide you quite a bit of game changer. You can quickly research the countering upgrades. But it looks like it's now going to some veteran gilded archers, and we've got the not gilded doggo going down. No Ormoon.
Unter Beschuss. Was wünschen
Prelate now getting stabbed. Prelate does go down. He became a bit more holy.
Unter Beschuss.
No, here we got spearmen here. That's, well, I think one of the spear mages. Oh no, that villager was actually very low in health. So great pick there. Spotted the low health villager and stabbed her. Boar here has been cleaned on up. Spearman over here, very wounded. And yellow's picked up a sacred site. Yellow has claimed 2 relics. Blue has picked up 1. And these are the last 2 relics here. So yellow just wants to get 1 more at minimum. And there we go. Got his potential relic there. Spearman throwing torches. Blue has a good number of knights here. But right now, no spearman actuality. He does get out a gilded knight and has some gilded horsemen here. Gilded knights are incredibly expensive. Yeah, I just look at that as like, holy crap. 480 resources for a knight. It is a good knight. Apparently has a bit more melee armor than range armor. It's a very dead spearman. I think that spearman had 6 health, so that was really overkill. Villagers. Looks like 1 villager does go down there. And that villager does go down as well. A good number of villagers have gone down. And remember as well, yellow villagers are a little bit more expensive, but a little bit better. They cost 20% more, being 25% better collecting resources. but they do take a little bit more time to build, costing 24 seconds rather than 20 seconds.
Unser schwachlicher Schuss! Ein frisches Ziel!
Gilded crossbows are being employed on out in the field. Their base damage is 16, so the steel bolts, their damage against siege will be 26, doing some damage versus weaker artillery piece or siege weapons. Gilded Knight needs to fall back to a prelate. He needs a medic. And the Gilded Knight should be able to escape on out there. I didn't realize something as well. The Gilded Knight's model seems a little bit bigger than the Conquering Knights.
Unter Beschuss!
That one does go down here.
Danke dir getan.
Yeah, that man's basically is. Look at that compared to the villager's size to the man's size. He is like, he's like an 8-foot man, and he is, and the model is larger than the knight. So the knight, the Gilded Knight, is like a 8-foot man on top of that horse. That horse is about, the head is about 6 feet tall. And probably a bit taller than that. Probably around 80 hands. 80 hands would be something ridiculously tall, I think. Knights may find some villagers here. This knight, however, will find the Gilded Knight. And does need a mill in this region. There's no mill for these villagers. And the deer are corralling the deer. So maybe good time to pick off some of them to get the mill close by to the deer. There we go, they got the mill going on up. This Gilded Knight is being pursued. These spearmen are still back here. Honestly, I would be, if I was him, I would actually take those spearmen, hide them in the corner, and start and wait for an opportunity to start building on some battering rams. When I do that as Mongols, it can be very deadly, since you can get improved research and make them like 75% faster construction speed. It makes it so they 2-man arms in the back line can produce a nice infestation of battering rams. Nice little pick there. The knights do have the same movement speed, not getting charge attack there. Spring golem placement getting some good hits there. The increased range being very important. 1 health remaining. And the charge failed. Don't tell me he's going to escape. Get the knight inside the tower. If he gets that knight in the tower, he will save it. It's worth losing a villager for over a night. And the knight actually lives. What the hell? That is, of course, a 480 resource unit. It is worth pulling back these units and getting healed up by a prelate. They are expensive. And I do have some Gilded Landsknechts being pulled on out, while his one's still going for Spearman Knight. I wonder if the bleed effect from the upgrade will stack like poison arrows. Sorry, I just saw a bit of blue down there. Curious what's going on. Let's at there's the second town side now for the Order of the Dragons. He is behind a villager count. Whatever village number he has, multiply it by 25%, so that's roughly another 11 villagers. And so he's still behind on villager count, seeing his opponent's killed off 15 while he's only killed off 6. Knight does go down there. Does two-shot the villagers here, even 75 health. Yeah, who needs real nice 2-shot villagers? These guys just do it outright. Having 45 and 36. Probably other order villagers and the improved textiles from Mongols are actually what makes them a bit more resilient. There you go, picks off another villager there, very good. He's now going for the Zornhau, the leading Landsknecht halberdier. Halberd. Alright, push pretty forward here. Only one cross on the mix. The Gilded Archer's base damage is right now 12, near being inspired. So they will punch and do a bit of damage versus the armor of these knights.
Was soll getan werden?
More housing going on up. Now these knights are pushing down south. Counter is getting garrisoned up a little bit. And now we do have Imperial Age for the Holy Empire player. I think he went for Palace of Swabia. I don't think he went for the other landmark. Yep, Palace of Swabia. It would probably be a good idea if the Order of the Dragon player go for Palace of Swabia as well.
Kurze Leistung meinerseits.
Outpost can be torched down. Gilded, oh, look at the Gilded Landsknecht's melee weapon there. It was long and tall. I thought those were spearmen. Seriously, those guys looks like spearmen now.
Ich habe Feinde in Sicht.
Nice, not being pursued by the spearmen and by the Landsknechts, as well as everything else. Or maybe not. Huh. Still the extra little walls there.
Was soll getan werden?
Did they do something a little bit funny with the palisade walls there? Help close up gaps like that by making so they extend out tiny little walls through there. Outpost does go down there very quickly. Gilded Knights running around. Yellow still has a sizable force here. He does not have access to siege engineers. He can of course get it researched quickly and cheaply. Outpost will go down. He is using mercy repairs. Yeah, right now the crossbow's doing 18 damage, so plus 10 versus heavy. A heavy siege will make it so they only do some bonus damage versus some of the siege weapons. So just getting inside the town center. There is no upgrade in this one here. Spearman and a Landsknecht now engaging. And the Gilded Spearmen, they are nasty. They do a large amount of bonus damage there. Doing 60 damage versus cavalry. And he's going to steal himself a relic. Maybe a good idea not to garrison relics inside defensive placements near the front of your base. And Cannoneers getting some good damage here. We do now have a Mangonel. Mangonel fires. Gets a good hit there on those forces. While these guys have a bit more health than their counterparts, they still receive bonus damage from the Mangonel as soon as the Mangonel hits. Mangonel does have 20 piece armor, so those heavy bolts would actually make them do decent damage versus the Mangonel. Ooh, herbal medicine just got researched. Come on now, couldn't do the Age of Empires 2 icon for herbal medicine? Or goldify it? Horseman trying to engage there. And looks like Yellow's army will be cleaned on up, but did some damage there. The Knight looks like it's spazzing out there. Does go down to a bombard emplacement with a relic on the inside. And Yellow will get that relic back home. The Yellow will have a great amount of passive gold generation. Neither side has gone for secret sites just yet. And Blue's going to be eyeing for this stone deposit. Speaking about which, let's take a look at the gold deposits map. Of course, got a good sizable gold deposit here, and some good ones up here. One outside of Blue's borders. Yellow's claiming up this one behind his back line. So yeah, this is the rest of the gold on the map is up north. If Blue has trouble claiming the gold up north, he could try for trade caravans. Maybe going for a group of 5 And trade caravans right now maybe wouldn't be half bad. Using the armor of archers, ranged armor of archers by 3.
Was hast du nötig von mir? Unter Beschuss! Ich gehorche eurem Befehl.
Welchen Befehl hast du?
Good hit there of the bombard placement, but the does can eat it quite a bit. Spearman push away forward. Bombard got another hit there. Horseman does not go down there. He does hold a crossbow alive. Maybe want to start eyeing aging up. He has plenty of gold at the moment. He needs more food. He's fighting against an age deficit, though his opponent hasn't really made use of the age advantage. Finally getting some extra food upgrades, which will give him some advantage. And the hand cannoneers is so far the only thing he made use of in this age. But right now they're having trouble with all the spearmen.
Landwehr in Siohidaba.
Bin bereit zu einem Befehl.
In Bewegung, Herren Kanonen!
Unter Beschuss!
Mit Vergnügen!
A tiny bit of stone walls there will be very useful. Oh, he need to complete it, or that stone wall can get torched down. There we go, he's going to be completing it now. And due to them being Holy Empire and Holy Empire variant, they will have increased health on their walls.
Und präsentieren.
Another line of stone walls going up, and he is going for the Palace of Swabia. Gold deposit now being claimed.
Ja, wer ist da?
And Cannoneers here. He may, if he has a bit of stone, he does have a bit of stone. Maybe a good idea to go for a keep. Now both players in age 4. Hill has claimed a little bit too much gold at the moment. May want to utilize it. Spearmen trying to get some good damage from these horsemen. They are doing that, but the prelates do go down. These horse and spearmen are falling back.
Abspeerträger, eine Schlacht vor uns!
Both sides are claiming the Sacred Site as well. Blue is want to keep here to help him keep this gold.
Schick es mir in den Kampf.
Right now, Blue has a great amount of food at the moment. He really does need this gold. Maybe eye for a bit more wood. There is now opening here, it looks like. Spraying gold in place there. It does have a relic on the inside as well. And this gold deposit is in Yellow's borders and has been untouched and unmolested. Horsemen push way forward. There's a good number of spearmen here, as well as some landschnecks. Hand cannoneer never hurts as well. Now got the mercenary repair onto this outpost. Keep firing away, or town center. Now he's going for his own defensive keep here. Maybe a good idea to upthrow the relic inside of it once it's complete. Some of these villagers are getting gunned down by the hand cannoneers. Both sides have the Palace of Swabia, so both sides have expendable amount of villagers now. Though Yellow still needs more villagers in general. And Blue has too many villagers at the moment. Though you could probably take the time to start seizing all the gold in the maps as opponents crowd into his base. And more of these villagers are going down now. Keeping garrison, relics still inside the outpost. Trying to be up with the bombard. Blue now has all of his economic techs, barring any mining. And he has no blacksmith research. Well, his opponent has most of the blacksmith research. Going with blacksmith research on higher quality units, probably a good idea.
Wir werden abgeschossen!
Ich hungere nach dem Fleisch.
Elite man arms research now. Sacred Site being decaptured down south. And Blue is going to be torching down this infrastructure here that was meant to claim up the boar.
So werden Kriege geführt!
Counter does use emergency repairs. And it looks like Colvern does snipe that weapon, siege weapon, whatever it was. I think it was a Mangonel. Landsknechts and Spearman trying to engage his forces there. Order hand cannoneers who have absurd attack speed of 1.12, and their damage output is the same as Mustaphati gunners as well. Half this gold has been seized, and he can start seizing up more of this gold up here. He actually built a stone walls around here.
Mich gelüstet das.
There was more of this gold up here, so as long as Blue starts seizing more and more of the gold, he should be fine.
Der rastet, der rostet.
Horsemen now getting hit by all these forces, spearmen, archers, and Landsknechts, as well as some order hand cannoneers. We're seeing quite a bit of damage there. Blue's pushing for some hand cannoneers over here. Sprinkle in place there. No relic inside the keep. More outposts being pulled on out. And now it's starting to receive some bombards from the bombards and the culvert. This keep will go down very shortly, but he's almost seized. He seized most of the gold. He's trying to repair the keep now to stall this out. And Blue has claimed every single sacred site on the field. The keep has now been set ablaze. And cannoneers and man-arms way forward. Horseman does go down. Landsknechts and spearmen engage each other, man-arms here. He does have blunt weapons, not too many weapons at the moment. He's going for elite army tactics at the moment, as well as a cannon placing more melee armor. Over here we've got the elite archers, military academies, and greased axles. Spearmen pushing way forward. Horsemen now moving around. Some of the villagers are not getting inside the town at the moment. Blue's keep does go down. Gold still has a bit more to work with. Colvern seems to fire. Colvern is seeing another shot there from the Colvern. These forces are going to be whittled down. That's still General Columbar's region. Outposts are running up and upgraded. Horsemen finds some shots on these villagers, but I'm not sure if they took out any. Or gold is still being collected. Most of it's been claimed. Maybe a good idea just to abandon the mine. He already seized most of it. I think it looks like 87.5% of it. It was like 82.5%. Either way, he seized most of it. And so plenty of gold up here from the seas. And maybe a good idea to go for this one or this one here. Since they're a little bit more forward. Yell's trying to go for a forward keep, but does get interrupted by his opponent. Bombard's firing away, getting some hits over here and here. And arms now engaging these forces. Colvern's just trying to fire some shots there. Yell has a decent force here. Boiling oil is trying to burn all these horses. Yep, damage output is still the same. I don't think it has any additional effects in this patch. It just gets a nice little animation on the ground. It would be interesting if it has add like a damage over time effect on the ground, like in Combat Wars 2, like the Molotov. And has loaded up this keep there with the relic. You upgrade the bombard emplacement. Does have the improved health of walls, gates, and towers. Or he is getting that right now, I should say.
Gehorsamkeit ist meine Pflicht. Worauf soll ich im Feind zielen?
Archer will go down. Still 6-side victory, 7 minutes remaining. Rest of this gold will be cleaned on up, and those villagers will get annihilated. The migrating villagers being gunned down. 2 shall remain. He does consent this tower and the keep, and these forces will be cleaned on up. Up north, got blue and yellow engaging up here. Good number of archers here. Culver's firing away. Bombards hitting the keep. This was another keep being put on out there. It could be a town center. It is a town center for emergency repairs. Keep, however, needs emergency repairs now. Good hits there. Emergency repairs. And he slams the emergency repair button. And is going to quickly try to repair it up as well. And this bombard is a little bit too close. I think the other bombard's already gone down. No, just arrows upgrade. No cannon. Or spring gold. Culverin takes out the Culverin. Now let's just keep those stay up. Taking more and more damage there.
Nach Befehl. Ja, neue Stelle.
And yellow has neutralized a sacred site. I was gonna set the keep there as well. Scream out arrows firing to defend itself, as well as a bit of boiling oil. Oh no, it doesn't have the boiling oil research. More blues horsemen push way forward, turn over on the villagers and the bombard. Looks like he will overrun the bombard. And we'll also get some good hits on these villagers, but the villagers' increased health has been useful saving the bombard. So this bombard will be picked on off. More hand cannoneers and man-at-arms pushing over here. The order hand cannoneers are very, very deadly. The order hand cannoneers, yes, they take 2 population as well. Just had to make sure of that. And these horses, and looks like Yellow's army will get cleaned on up, but it's keep moving the ball on the field. There's 20 villagers here, so not all villagers get inside the keep. Or maybe none of them. Oh boy, he's not paying attention. Does get 13 in there, not 15. Now the keeps are fighting each other. Got emergency repair being activated once again on this keep. Top of itself, and now deploy a siege workshop here. Maybe I'm for a battery ram of 5. He's trying to force down the keep. The boiling oil is going to do 33 damage. Spearman trying to push way forward and overrun this Culverin now. The Culverin does go down. Veterans now push their way forward, trying to cleave these buildings. Spearman trying to hit the Culverin. Archers just need to be in general A move forward. Now Veteran's going to be cleaving through this keep. He does have extra emergency repair over here. He's repairing up with not emergency repairs, and now these man-at-arms trying to deal with the battering rams. More hand cannoneers gets good damage there, but these gilded archers do have a good amount of pierce armor that actually withstand a bit of fire from hand cannoneers. So he does have chemistry. We're starting to push way forward. These man-at-arms right now do... That's the hand cannoneer. The man-at-arms right now doing 28 damage versus these man-at-arms, which are currently doing 15 damage plus 6. So their damage per hit is higher per cost, though the gilded man-at-arms do have a slightly higher attack speed. And they do have Golden Cuirassier now available. And cannoneers trying to push way forward, get as much damage here. The gilded archers do have a little bit extra attack range, though I thought they did. I thought they had 5.5 attack range rather than 5 tiles. Must be mistaken. This keep has been set ablaze, being repaired by some villagers, and does stop the battering rams there. This Yellow has spotted a battering ram over here. Bombard push way forward. May want to hit the battering ram first. And it's now Yellow Town City here as well, so both sides have access to emergency repairs in that region. More of these battering rams being picked on off. The Order player has, of course... Oh, their economy is probably very similar. Blue does have access to the Akin Chapel here for greatly increasing production income in a region. While his opponent does have just generally better villagers. But right now, the economy, yellow has a bit more wood income, blue has more gold income, though yellow does have more relics, which will make be very important the longer the game goes on. Blue's still able to seize a whole bunch of gold on the map, but yellow has a good reserve of gold on the field. Let's claim those forces there. Yellow's now able to get this bit of gold deposit there. Not most optimal, but it is gold. And I just realized there's a whole bunch of men-at-arms torching down this region. Mercenary repair has been very effective right there. Blue's having trouble remaxing. Yellow's at maximum and has units queued up as well, including a good number of battering rams. Outpost going on up. Looks like yellow is eyeing to claim, or just trying to build out outpost. Maybe I claim Kumba there. Now I've got a good number of batteries trying to cleave through space up here. Half this gold has been seized. And it looks like Blue's running out of gold deposits inside the map to claim. And that's actually going to be a bit of a problem. This was his advantage, having this gold up here to his name. But now he doesn't. Seemingly not looking good for blue. He does also have less relics, which means less gold income in general. Look at that, his gold income's low, his bonus is high. He may need to eye for some traders. But he doesn't have a lot of wood either. Oh, down here we do have more banners being pushed on forward. Blue does have 2 sacred sites at the moment versus opponent's just 1, which will give him a bit more gold to work with. 1 relic has been claimed by yellow. Or pick it up. I'll be maybe being repositioned somewhere. From somewhere. These forces are eyeing for this area. Archer's now engaging. We're seeing quite a bit of damage from the hand cannoneers. Golden Empire player does have a bit of a unique composition of upgrades and maybe hide and tail exactly to engage his opponent. Not sure how accurate that is versus the Order of the Dragon's higher damage, but could go for less armor upgrades if they're not needed in fighting against Order because of higher damage. Armor's a lot less impactful. Additionally, he has not gone for any range damage because it's going for hand cannoneers, which they rely on chemistry, which he does have. These main arms getting some good hits there. Blue's down to 97, 96 villagers. Yellow's at 120. Banner's now trying to cleave through these areas. He does have a handful of man-at-arms here to hold back these forces. So he does lose them all now. He's cleaving through a good number of structures. Blue has a number of banner rams pushed forward. It does use mercenary repair on one of these outposts. This one is armored for cannon. This one's armored for cannon as well. So you will lose a bombard tower. Action X and Spearman now trying to engage these banner rams. Myra Palace is not even researched the steel bolts. Nor siege engineers. It is pretty cheap this moment. Fine. Might be a good idea to just go for it. Now going for last a bit of attack. Spearmen now trying to break their way through. But this, of course, is a bombard tower here that's trishing them down. No relic inside of it. There's another bombard tower there. This one does have the relic. And does get that villager before going down. Wood being cleaned up here. Got a good number of land schnecks. Oh boy. And it looks like he does not. Lead attacks does not stack. Those land snakes are almost as big as the horse. The model size. We now have a keep here. And blue's trying for a keep as well. They're both trying to claim up this gold. Does get inside this keep now. Not all these villagers can escape, however. He created that hole in the wall by simply mining the gold. And in place of now being researched on this keep, over here we do have a good number of villagers here trying to pull out the keep. We'll see a bit of fire. And we've got land snakes and archers. There's a big mix of everything now trying to engage. Blue has recovered a good number of villagers, but he's going to lose a good number of villagers. In fact, the keep will not be built. Keep has been denied. We got a good number of traders being put on the field as well, so it looks like Yellow's trying to supplement its income with traders early on. Very nice. Blue Empire traders are not gilded. Or not Holy Empire, or the dragons are not, traders are not gilded. Brown's getting some hits over there. Villagers torching down the batting ram. Looks like land snakes are actually splashing down some of the farms. Don't worry, the farms cannot bleed to death. Though the halberdiers wouldn't be half bad at chopping all that wheat rather than using a scythe. Yeah, so probably better use a scythe. Emergency repairs not available, but you should be able to save the outpost. The outpost has 3,000 health. Gold being claimed. Yellow should be able to clean the rest of it. He's going to lose some of these villagers, however. Does get an outpost there to help him store away these villagers. And when drew the short straw and does go down, the keep is not being resumed and we'll get the keep up. Could probably take a moment to repair up the keep as well. Who's not claiming all this wood? The wood is rapidly. The map is almost completely deforested. Villagers taking a bit of damage there. Man Orange trying to torch down these other structures. Damage there. He's forcing up his way forward. Good number of villagers could go down here. Order cannoneers do have, of course, really high attack speed, and not to mention there's not enough space for all these units. Those still has over 100 villagers, surprisingly enough. Of course, Palace Swabby is pretty good at that, as well as having additional town centers. Knight will get ripped apart there. Emergency repairs has been activated on this outpost. It is upgraded for cannon placement. Over here, horsemen trying to hit these traders. And looks like yellows are just going to be sitting in the back line trying to pick off any of these forces pushing way forward. Up here, we've got these forces trying to push towards the keep, not getting all too much progress. This keep will be destroyed. Village trying to torch down this outpost, but there's a keep providing fire support. I think blue is starting to get disintegrated and probably will need to back out the game relatively soon. He is running out of all resources, wood and gold. He can probably, of course, he has always have access to an infinite amount of food, but even that simply won't be enough. Overlow up there. He's trying to torch down some of his other areas. Can't even have trouble just maintaining, trying to collect these small amount of trees. Yeah, there's not much trees left on the map. This is probably the biggest amount of trees here. More traders going down, so he's doing a good job of killing them off. But Order of the Dragon player does have a large reserve of resources. Horsemen trying to push their way forward.
Ich
We'll
gelüstet
see
das.
the bombard emplacement. These guys won't last all too long here. Bannerman's trying to push their way forward. Yellow's villagers a little bit idle. Honestly, maybe good idea just to delete them.
Auf ein Marschziel. Ziehen wir auf.
Bannerman's not trying to push their way forward. He does not have access to engineers, so he can't pull out more Bannermans in the front line. Big side being decaptured as well. And he's going to just go ahead and fortify this trade post, make sure his opponent doesn't go for trade. He's just trying to secure the win. Blue's man at arms getting cleaned on up. Yellow's man at arms doing just fine. Horseman not what you really want to use against man at arms, especially gilded man at arms. But I'm going to try to pick off those hand cannoneers. Very good. Bring this cathedral goes down. And Blue does back the game now. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So, my voice is starting to go out again, so that's probably going to be the last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.